That's the Westfield High School Marching Band, last year's People Choice Award winner. Stay tuned for more exciting music and fantastic entertainment as we get ready to kick off the parade. You're watching the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade on 22 News. We'll be right back.
Hey losers, welcome to my live.
Wow, People's Bank makes banking so simple. Simple to turn off our debit cards and transfer funds.
Yeah, simple.
Simple access to video bankers 7 days a week.
Yeah, that pipe's been leaking for a while.
And even apply for a mortgage online. Just real simple banking. I'm sold.
Off to school early.
Simple's just better. People's Bank. Real, simple banking.
Since 2018, the Springfield Thunderbirds Foundation has prided itself on bettering the greater Springfield community through initiatives tied to civil service, youth enrichment, and health and wellness. To date, the T-Birds Foundation has raised over $700,000 and established a number of programs in the region, ranging from sled hockey to school stick-to-readings and many more, with hundreds of player and mascot appearances in the community annually. To learn more about the T-Birds Foundation and how you can contribute, visit SpringfieldThunderbirds.com.
When it comes to the right fit, bigger isn't always better. Take insurance. A national company may offer a big name, but do they know yours? Dowd is different, providing exceptional service with a hometown touch for 125 years and counting. And today you'll find our locations throughout the Pioneer Valley, so you won't have to go far to find your perfect fit. This is John Dowd. We hope to see you soon.
The Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade is here, and with it brings music to our ears. Celebrating the day with us are premier bands from our area and across the country. While you're enjoying today's festivities, be sure to vote for your favorite band by scanning the QR code on screen. The contest begins today at noon and ends at 4. You can vote as many times as you'd like by entering the number of the band as you see them marching. Happy St. Patrick's Day and enjoy the parade.
The Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade Committee would like to thank Mayor Joshua A. Garcia and the City of Holyoke for their assistance with the presentation of today's parade. Live from Holyoke, it's the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade, featuring this year's Grand Marshal, James M. Lavelle, Parade President, John Bollier, the Grand Colleen, Moira Catherine Reardon, this year's John F. Kennedy Award winner, Bridget Moynihan, and Ambassador Award winner, Frederick L. Sullivan. And now, here are your hosts for today's parade. 22 News morning news anchors Rich Tedimer and Taylor Knight, and Parade Committee's co-chair of marketing and sponsorship, Sheila Morrow.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the City of Holyoke and the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade. It's finally parade day. I'm Rich Tedimer, along with our expert analyst, Sheila Morrow, and my broadcast partner, Taylor Knight, who will be on the street with our interviews today. Ladies, it's finally time for the big parade.
It is. St. Patrick's Day might have been last week, but we are keeping the celebrations going here in Holyoke.
We are, and this is going to be the biggest and best parade ever, and it's the best homecoming weekend for the Pioneer Valley, and we are so excited to get it going.
Yeah, the weather's cooperating. A little chilly out here, but the sun is out. We're ready for the parade. Unfortunately, it's my last parade. As you can see, they've already got me a sash to say goodbye with, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, I started back in 1989 for the parade. This is my 36th parade.
Wow.
And the parade is 72, so I started like right in the middle of,
You did, yeah.
of the history.
So we're going to make it the best one ever.
Yeah, let's hope
Yes,
so.
definitely.
All right, so coming up now, just in a few minutes, it's the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade right here on 22 News.
At People's Bank, we know if you like this simple, you'll love this simple. The People's Bank Video Banker ITM. Talk to a live banker 7 days a week with extended hours, all from your car. Bunny slippers or not. People's Bank. Real, simple banking.
Since 2018, the Springfield Thunderbirds Foundation has prided itself on bettering the greater Springfield community through initiatives tied to civil service, youth enrichment, and health and wellness. To date, the T-Birds Foundation has raised over $700,000 and established a number of programs in the region, ranging from sled hockey to school stick-to-readings and many more, with hundreds of player and mascot appearances in the community annually. To learn more about the T-Birds Foundation and how you can contribute, visit SpringfieldThunderbirds.com.
When it comes to the right fit, bigger isn't always better. Take insurance. A national company may offer a big name, but do they know yours? Dowd is different, providing exceptional service with a hometown touch for 125 years and counting. And today you'll find our locations throughout the Pioneer Valley, so you won't have to go far to find your perfect fit. This is John Dowd. We hope to see you soon.
Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade is here, and with it brings music to our ears. Celebrating the day with us are premier bands from our area and across the country. While you're enjoying today's festivities, be sure to vote for your favorite band by scanning the QR code on screen. The contest begins today at noon and ends at 4. You can vote as many times as you'd like by entering the number of the band as you see them marching. Happy St. Patrick's Day and enjoy the parade.
Welcome back to the city of Holyoke, a city of nearly 40,000, welcoming up to 400,000 people for this spectacular parade that showcases prize-winning floats, championship bands from the Northeast, and notable celebrities each year. Musical units include international bands as well as the famed and elaborately costumed Philadelphia Mummers string bands, an annual favorite since 1967. Sheila, I know you put in a lot of work for the parade, but it's finally time to make it all happen.
It is. We are so excited. We have a wonderful parade this year with some incredible bands, beautiful and creative floats, and so many wonderful marching units, and of course our sponsors. We cannot forget them. This first division, Division A, is sponsored by Holyoke Mall.
And of course, this is the Holyoke Caledonian Pipe Band.
And that is presented by Gillis Insurance. Thank you so much, Gillis Insurance, for your support. 20 pipers and drummers in 2023. They won Best Pipe Band and Band Major right there. Formed in 1909, the Holyoke Caledonians are the oldest continuously operating pipe band in North America. Yes, and they were our Citizenship Award winners a couple of years ago, and they are so much fun to have at any event, and they're a great group of people, and I love to hear them play. Oh,
let's listen in.
Yeah.
This is your first parade as chief. Tell me what it's like to be walking right now.
Great. We love the community support. It's a great event. Make sure all you people in TV land come next year. Love to see you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chief.
Nicely done, Taylor. Very good. That's Police Chief Brian Keenan. First year as the Holyoke Police Chief, of course, in his first parade representing the city of Holyoke. I'm sure he's been here when he was a police captain in Springfield. And here comes Francie's Tavern.
Francie's Tavern is sponsoring, as always, the retired police double-decker bus, and thank you to all the police officers who have helped us on parade weekend for years and years and years, and now you get to have a good time.
Well, they get a nice ride too.
Yes.
Huh?
And a good view of the crowd, and hopefully be able to spend some time with former coworkers and friends, and they look like they're having a great time out there.
And here comes the Massachusetts State Police as well.
Mass State Police, such a huge help to us. Hi, everybody. Hi,
Waving
guys.
to the guys on the Peter Pan bus as they come on by. Very cool.
They're great. And the state police is such a huge help to us, especially, helping us with safety throughout the weekend. And road race day, which we had over 6,000 runners this year, and it was unbelievable. And we really do rely on them for so much to help us through this weekend.
These are the hot tamales on their way from Cambridge, Massachusetts, presented by Hamden DA Anthony Colleen. They have 9 performers under the direction of Nick Bones. The Hot Tamale Brass Band performing for the Red Sox at Fenway Park for the past 25 years. They can also be seen in the movie Fever Pitch. They're past award winners of Best Brass Bands, and they're playing When the Saints Go Marching In. The Hot Tamales.
They're so much fun.
They look like a lot of fun as well. And coming up is our Grand Marshal, Jim Lavelle. He gets the highest honor, local honor, from being named the Grand Marshal, a person of Irish ancestry, and either a resident of the city of Holyoke or a member of the parade committee. And we're going to toss it on down to Taylor Knight to interview the Grand Marshal, Jim Lavelle.
What is it like to be Grand Marshal of the parade?
It's a really special feeling. You know, John Bolio, the president of the parade committee, and his committee just did a fantastic job as usual putting this event together. And to be marching with them and the other award winners, it's just an honor. It's hard to describe.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the parade.
Thank you, you too.
Jim Lavelle's a Holyoke native and general manager of Holyoke Gas and Electric. He's married to Lisa and parents to Hugh, Grace, Owen, and John. How about that?
Oh, look at them going down. They have had Jim and Liza have come to every single event all parade season, which has been wonderful. They've had a great time.
And as Jim mentioned, he's been joined by past Grand Marshals as well. In fact, here comes the past Grand Marshal float.
Yes, I see Russ McNiff marching right there. And here comes the past Grand Marshal float, which is, we're not off our rockers yet. And they are troopers on a day like today because it is freezing, and they are some of the best people I know. And I'm so grateful that they are here in the parade and that they come to every single meeting and help put together this parade. They do so much. Hi, guys. They're great.
And here comes our JFK National Award winner, which is Bridget Moynihan, the actress who grew up in Long Meadow, best known for her iconic role as Erin Reagan in the long-running hit television series Blue Bloods. Recently reprised her role as Natasha. And let's go to check in with Taylor Knight, who's going to stand by with Bridget Moynihan.
Yes, I am here with Bridget right now. So what has your time in Holyoke been like so far this week?
It's been a full weekend of celebrations, catching up with family and friends and meeting new ones, and it's just been fantastic.
You know, you are from Western Massachusetts. What's it like to be back home for the...
It's so nice. It's like a school reunion, but bigger and better. Everyone's just come out from all the different corners of friends and cousins, and you know, it's just been so much fun.
Have a great time in the parade. Thank you so much.
So easy. Bye. Thank you.
Very nice. Congratulations, Bridget.
It was great to see her last night at the JFK reception. She said at the very end of it, she said, "Thank you for bringing me home," which was so sweet. And she said that of all of her accomplishments, other than raising her son, she felt that her parents would have been most proud of this award, which I thought was so special.
That is so nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Right.
Really great.
She is a
Very
spirit of
talented.
resilience and pride rooted in Irish heritage. Now, upcoming and one of our special treats is one of the Philadelphia string bands. This is the Aqua String Band, presented by the Springfield Thunderbirds. They have 15 to 25 participants, and they won Best String Band back in 2023. Let's listen to the Aqua String Band from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, that's the Aqua String Band, and we're going to check in with Taylor, who's talking to the parade president, John Bollier.
Yes, I am with John right now. Tell me about the work that goes into this parade.
This is day 365. We do, and it's crazy. I have a great group of people, volunteers, and look at the production you're getting out of a bunch of amateurs today. I can't be more proud of my parade family. My family here, I got to go catch up with them. They're having a great time. 22 News, People's Bank. You guys are the best, everybody.
Have a great time at the parade.
Thank you.
John's got the mummer strut down perfectly,
Yes,
huh?
Thank you, Johnny B. And I love that tartan kilt you've got going. It looks wonderful. And these are the Stilt Walkers, and they are sponsored by JP's. And JP's was the winner of the 2025 Battle of the Bars event, bringing in $9,000 to support the event, which was incredible.
Sheila, I heard you're going to do that next year. You're going to walk the 2.5 miles on stilts.
I might.
There you go.
Oh, now we see Devin Sheehan, who is our Rowan Award winner, and he's walking with his husband, Michael. Devin is such an active community member, and he was elected to the school committee in 2009. He was appointed by Governor Baker to serve as a member of the local government advisory committee. In 2025, he's going to become the president of the National School Boards Association. He is the chief of staff for Mass State Attorney Jake Oliveira, and he is an amazing friend and committee member, and he deserves this award 1,100,000,000%.
Congratulations, Devin. Let's talk about the O'Connell Award recipient. That's Jeff Walsh.
And Jeff Walsh is so deserving of this. He created an event called Marshal Mania, which has a band come, Unforgettable Fire, a U2 cover band, and he created this event from scratch, and it has raised thousands of dollars over the years. He's marching with his family, his wife Diane, and his daughter Maggie was one of our Colleens in 2017, I think it was. And Jeff and his family are wonderful, and they are Jeff is so essential to the parade committee. It is such a well-deserved honor.
Nice, and this is Genoa the Jester on a unicycle presented by Stop and Shop. That's also not easy to do for 2.5 miles.
No. And the unicycle is great, and Stop and Shop is so wonderful to us. They sponsor so many aspects of the parade and road race. They provide all of the food and water at the end of the road race for all the runners, and they're fantastic for us.
Here comes our Galavan Award winner. That's Jim Minahan.
Yes, Jim is a longtime parade committee member, and he. You don't have to be a member of the city, resident of the city of Holyoke to get this award. And he's a Holyoke native, but he's lived in Chelmsford since 1992. He has been a parade president in the past and very active. And even though he lives in Chelmsford, he has always come every single year since 1992 to work parade weekend. He's marching with his wife Susan and his children, Nora, Brian, and he's a grandfather to Toby, Rob, Annie, and Stella, and Jim is a wonderful guy, and this is a well-deserved award for someone that over longevity and over distance has still been such a huge part of parade weekend.
Of course, one of our favorite things are the Colleens, and here comes the Holyoke Grand Colleen float. And Grand Colleen is Maura Reardon, the daughter of Aaron and Dan Reardon, pursuing a health science degree at Springfield Technical Community College, which will graduate in 2027. Beautiful float.
It's absolutely. And our Colleen Court this year is Erin Marie Gauthier, Abigail Catherine Hubner, Maura Catherine Joseph, who is also our Miss Congeniality, and Erin Francis O'Donnell. And the float was designed by Gunnar Grebe of Blessed Sacrament School. He's a 6th grader, and he drew that. And it's also built by our parade committee float chair, Bill Quisnell, and his team of builders, as well as the students at Dean Tech. And this float is just gorgeous. It's the shamrock of the Irish flag, and it says 1952. That's the first year of our first parade. And it has the Trinity knot on the front spinning around, and it's just so colorful and gorgeous. And the girls look so happy. They've had such a great season. They're a wonderful group of young women.
Really is a spectacular float. The Holyoke High School Dean Tech students also helped to build the float as well, so they did a fantastic job.
They really did.
There's our Colleen and her Court. They're nice and bundled up too. Good idea.
Well, they've all got their big heavy coats on,
Yeah.
but I will tell you, I saw them this morning at 7:30 a.m. already on the float.
Wow.
In the lot, and they, you know, I said it is so freezing cold right now. It's 26 degrees, and you know what? They didn't seem to mind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They are having the time of their lives. They have done so much in the community in the past, 8 weeks, and they're really a wonderful group of young women, and they're going to go places.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So that's just our first of many Colleen floats that'll be coming by our broadcast booth here. We're right in front of Holyoke High School, by the way. That's our vantage point right here. So the parade actually stepped off at 11:10 from the Kmart Plaza, and it took down that time to get down to this area where we are right here, which is about the halfway mark of the parade.
And now we have Fred Sullivan, our Ambassador Award recipient. And Fred is the founding partner of Sullivan, Hayes, and Quinn. He's a former parade president and marshal. He's been on the parade committee for 50-plus years. He's riding in this car right here. He is an amazing, he actually founded this award, the Ambassador's Award, which is unbelievable, and now he's so deserving of that honor.
And right now, let's go down to Taylor, who is going to speak with the Ambassador of Ireland to the United States.
Thank you so much for joining us today. How has your time in Holyoke been so far?
This is so exciting. I've heard about the Holyoke Parade for decades, and as ambassador to the United States, this is the first time I've actually seen in live action the hundreds of thousands of people here. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Meet your expectations?
More than ever. I mean, I had no idea of the scale, and I was just saying to Congressman Neal, the warmth of the welcome, how happy people are, from the 2-year-old to the 82-year-old. It's just stunning.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, it's my honor. I live in Washington, but they don't get a spirit like this going for St. Patrick in Washington. Thank you.
Much. Enjoy the parade.
That was great. That was Geraldine Byrne Nason. She's really quite the character. That's
Yes,
very
and
nice.
the Irish Council General was with her too, Sheila Fitzgerald, and the Vice Council General of Ireland, Paul Rooney, and Richie Neal was also marching with them. And now we have our Citizenship Award recipient, Father Robert Gentile. And Father Gentile was the pastor of Blessed Sacrament Parish for almost 20 years, and he is now at St. Rose de Lima in Chicopee. And he was born and raised in Springfield. He graduated from AIC, and then he entered the seminary. And he is fantastic, always gives a great sermon. Very, very proud that he is our Citizenship Award winner. It's very well deserved.
Thank you very much, Father Robert. Congratulations once again.
And now we have Halfway House, which is one of our Battle of the Bars, presenting the Jurassic Park truck. So this is one of the Jurassic Park Jeeps. Pretty cool.
There it is right there, as a matter of fact. Very cool.
And
you got Magic Soul coming up right behind them. They're from Hartford, Connecticut. Magic Soul Academy.
And that was presented by Nick's Nest.
Now that's Wednesday morning.
I think the sign carriers were thinking, let's go. It's too cold. Oh, they're having a blast.
They were having an excellent time. You get people up and moving too, so like I said, you gotta be, it's nice in the sun.
It is, it is. When we were out there, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm not out there right now. I have to be honest. They are great. Magic Soul. And coming up, we have the 4th Degree Knights of Columbus Color Corps. And the Knights of Columbus Assembly 2670 from Chicopee.
The Bishop Joseph McGuire Knights of Columbus 4th Degree Assembly, founded in the year 2000. They support the Soldiers Home, Veterans Association, and REITs across America.
They've been marching in the parade for 23 years.
Nice.
Wow. They do a lot for the community, and it's great to have them as a part. I am not a knight, but I do like to go to the Knights in Holyoke, so it's a nice place to spend time. So, and they've got a cool little vehicle there.
Yeah.
A little.
And you can see coming up, here comes the Holyoke High School Marching Band, presented by Bresnahan Insurance, the longest annual sponsor. They have 50-plus musicians who are marching. The Holyoke High Band brings energy and spirit, making each school event more fun with their presence. And students also participate in numerous community events, such as this one, to celebrate the city's diversity and represent the Holyoke community. They are playing the Foggy Dew, popularized by Sinead O'Connor and the Chieftains. Let's listen in.
And we've got the Holyoke High School Restorative Roots program and music program, and they did Little Shop of Horrors, or they're doing it, I should say. And they look like they're having a great time marching down.
Yeah. So
the
festive.
Drama Club. And we've got coming up behind
The
that.
Sullivan School.
Yes, and we also have the Gary Rome Hyundai High School giveaway vehicle. And Gary Rome gives away a vehicle every year since 2010 to a deserving high school senior at either Dean or Holyoke High. It's an amazing gift to be able to get at the end of your high school career to start your next part of your
That
life.
is a beautiful car right there.
It really is. And thank you to Gary Rome Hyundai for doing that. He's going to be marching at some point down the road. And Sullivan School is coming up.
That's the cheerleading squad. They've been marching in the parade for over 10 years.
Oh, they're having fun.
They certainly are.
Wow. That's great. And I think coming up after Sullivan, we've got this sign, Tralee and Holyoke. This is marching in front of our mayor. Our mayor, Josh Garcia, was the Grand Marshal of the Tralee St. Patrick's Parade in Ireland on this past Monday, and a bunch of us went to go see him, and that sign was the sign that was made for the parade that we carried in the parade in Ireland just 6 days ago.
Yeah, and so you were marching with the mayor in Tralee. That's pretty amazing. In fact, let's go down to Taylor, who's with Joshua Garcia right now.
Yes, I am with Mayor Garcia. You just got back from Ireland. You were Grand Marshal of a parade there. What was that like?
It was absolutely spectacular. Shout out to all of my friends over at Tralee, Ireland, County Kerry. Great people. One of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
What is the relationship between Holyoke and Tralee?
Well, Tralee and the city of Holyoke has been sister cities for a little bit now. And the mayor of Tralee, Mikey Sheehy, reached out, wanted to expand our partnership, strengthen the relationships, and asked me to be the Grand Marshal of its parade. And it's been an incredible experience.
Sounds like an amazing experience. Have fun today.
Thank you.
And I want to give a quick shout out to Mayor Mikey and his wife Suzanne and our friend Jamie and Tralee.
They're watching.
Yes, and I see Tessa Murphy-Ramboletti waving to me right now. She is the first woman city councilor. She's marching with the other city councilors, but she's the first woman city council president. And she is also the most eligible bachelorette of the Pioneer Valley, and she is very proud to say that and have me say that. She might kill me, but
way to go, Tessa.
Great.
Very cute.
And we have our other city councilors, Jenny Rivera, Carmen Ocasio, David Bartley, Cocaine Givner, Linda Vacon, Juan Anderson Burgos, Meg McGrath Smith, Patty Devine, Howie Graney, Israel Rivera, Kevin Jourdain, and Michael Sullivan. And that is Howie Graney in the Pontiac that you just saw go by, and his wife Ellen. And that's a beautiful, beautiful car. The owners of it, they gave us the opportunity to have it in the parade just as recent as 9 p.m. last night. So that was a great help to us. So thank you, Sean and Mary.
Nice. And they could see the Dean Tech float, first time in the parade, many years, constructed by the students in the carpentry program. The float represents all 9 career and technical education programs and showcases the skills of the students. Featured on the float is Jaden, a standout senior at Advanced Manufacturing, who's been selected as Dean Tech's Outstanding Vocational Technical Student of the Year for 2025.
Yes, and I just wanted to say we just also saw go by the Holyoke School Committee van, which had our Holyoke School Committee members on that, and the Dean Tech float, which is beautiful, won 3rd prize in the open theme, the Mary Sheehan Memorial Award. And I love this float. It has images of all 9 vocations on it, and they managed to also weave in city landmarks and different aspects of our culture and different cultures in Holyoke, and it's just really a fantastic job that they did making that.
And if you look at your screen right now, it's the Holyoke Fire Department's Color Guard Unit and the Holyoke Fire Department with Chief John Katalevich.
And the firefighters really help us out all weekend as well. You know, they're at every single event that we have, and they do so much for the city of Holyoke, and it's really great to see them today having a good time marching down the route.
Thank you, Chief Katalevich, and all the Holyoke firefighters for being here today and celebrating. You know, it seems like, Sheila, when it's cold like this, the parade comes by. It's like flying.
I know, it's flying by. I'm going, okay.
Flying by, we're trying to catch up as we go along.
Yes, exactly.
Here come some of our state representatives, of course.
I see Jake Oliveira there.
State Senator John Vilas somewhere in the crowd marching along.
Pat Duffy was going to be, I think maybe they're talking to people along the way there, but I do see Jake. Yeah, it's such a great day, and I do see John Vilas there as well.
And DA Anthony Gallooni is there as well. Here comes the National Association of Letter Carriers. Branch 46 celebrates 130 years of serving the people of Western Massachusetts, proudly serving the citizens of Western Mass 7 days a week. Proud to conduct the largest nationwide food drive, which occurs annually on the second Saturday in May. They do an excellent job.
They really do. I just got my passport to Ireland from them about a month ago, yeah, but they really do a great job, and we're lucky to have them. And I think what we have coming up.
There's the U.S. mail truck too.
Oh wow! Oh, is that like an antique one?
Yeah, it sure is.
Cool.
Very nice.
Wow. Yeah, it's you know, this year, you know, I wanted to mention too, we had some struggles this year on the parade committee financially, and people can read about it on our website. We are having a marching forward together appeal to the public. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we do this year round to bring but really, there was a study done by UMass Donahue Institute many years ago saying that we brought in $21 million into the Western Mass area for businesses, and it would be wonderful for people to support us.
You're looking right now at the Tinguel Marching Band from Greater New York, presented by People's Bank. 120 participating have won the Best Marching Contingent and Most Outstanding Unit in the line of march. This is their 5th year in the parade, and in 2023 they won the Most Outstanding Unit in the line of march.
Yes, they are, and they practice self-cultivation practice in the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance called Falun Dafa. And this is presented by People's Bank, who is our CLATA level sponsor. They are the biggest sponsor. They have sponsored us for more than 40 years, and we are so grateful to People's Bank for everything they do for our entire season. But Falun Dafa is amazing, and listen to them play.
Yeah, that is a big unit, too. I mean, that's a lot of marchers in that parade.
They are great.
Spectacularly costumed as well.
Oh, yeah, and they're all very uniform,
Yeah.
and they're marching and everything. There they go.
Up next, it's the happy birthday for Head Start. The Holyoke Chicopee Head Start Marching Unit. Nicole Blaze is the CEO, and Head Start teachers, staff, parents, board of directors, and graduates all marching. Head Start's been marching in the parade for 30 years, and they're celebrating their 60th anniversary this year.
Wow. And it's the second largest Head Start program in the state. They provide services to over 1,000 children each year in Holyoke, Chicopee, and Springfield. And they really do a much needed service for kids that are at risk or who may have disabilities, and they're able to provide early childhood education, and they do such amazing things.
They're followed by the Holyoke Community Charter School cheerleaders. They've been marching in the parade for 10 years.
And the cheerleaders are looking great today. And that's great that the charter school has their own cheerleaders. That's such a great experience for the kids. And then this is coming up,
Miss Senior Massachusetts.
Yes, Victoria Wright.
Congratulations, Victoria. She was crowned last May at Holyoke High School and represents Massachusetts at the Senior America Pageant last October in Atlantic City.
Oh, I love it. I love her crown. So pretty.
Sure is.
And Miss Western Massachusetts 2025 is Madeline Hardkey, and she's a 22-year-old graduate of Mount Holyoke College, and she plans to attend law school. She resides in Amherst, Mass. right now, and her community service initiative is we can all be water safer, making water safety a lifelong goal.
Like I said, people are moving quickly here, so yeah. You got Madeline Hartke there. There was also Miss Massachusetts Teen, Faith Ramos, and Miss Plus America, Jillian Maddie. And this, you see on your screen right here, is another marching unit. It's United Horizons.
And United Horizons float, if you'll notice, it's modeled after a radio flyer wagon. And I talked to the man who created it, or one of the people who was working on it, and he said it started off as a Winnebago, and he made it into this. And
wow.
With the spinning earth, and it actually won first prize for open theme. It's the John E. Dowd Memorial Award, and they certainly deserve it. Talk about...
That is spectacular.
Can you imagine it was a Winnebago? I loved that. And United Horizons raises awareness for children and individuals and adults with Down syndrome and autism. So there are several people being able to ride on it today and have a great experience. And they have the Irish and the American flag, which is great.
And there you see Hamden County Sheriff Nick Kochi and family, along with the Sheriff's Marching Band unit. Also marching with the sheriff, the honor guard, the mounted unit, the canine unit, the marine unit, motorcycle unit. The sheriff's office has been marching in the parade for over 20 years. We have 2 cruisers, 4 motorcycles, and 4 horses as well. They have a large contingent here today.
And they were all there yesterday down at the road race. Ooh, look at that little pony. Everyone wants me to not talk about the fact that I had a pony when I was a child, but I did. His name was Chubby, and he was a Shetland, and he looked very similar to that, except he was black. But he was that size, and it was great. Sorry, parade committee members, that I had to talk about my pony again.
Gotta get that pony.
I can't help myself. I mean.
What was his name?
Chubby.
Chubby.
Yeah, Chubby the pony.
Oh.
Oh, this is great. They're having a great time.
Yeah, once again, that's the
K-9 unit.
Sheriff. Yep, they're having a very good time.
And they were really helpful yesterday, really, at the road race. They were all, the Sheriff's Department was out, and it's a huge crowd down at the road race, and a crowd after the road race. We have thousands and thousands of people, and really all law enforcement that helped us yesterday and today we are just so grateful for the support.
They do such a great job.
They do.
Nice to see them relax and have fun.
I know, especially after a day like yesterday, which I'm sure was wild for everybody. So anyway, I was saying before about the parade committee's appeal, and I did want to mention that you can go to our website, HolyokeSt.PatricksParade.com, to get more information about how you can donate to the parade committee to help us to bring this amazing cultural event and community event year after year after year, and keep us going for another 72 years. That would be ideal.
Sure would be. It's all about the kids too. Look how
I know they love it.
Great time, yeah.
Yeah, they do. It's such a great family event.
Yes, it is.
And coming up is the MIFA Victory Theater float, and in 2023, they won the third place Open Theme Award, and I love it. It's really a mixture of nostalgia from Holyoke, from the Victory Theater to the Holyoke merry-go-round. You can see the horse on the front. There's Brennan's pub downtown lent them the clown from Mountain Park, and it's really a creative float this year, and all the different characters and people being festive, and it's a 1,600 seat Broadway size theater. I remember my grandparents used to always talk about walking across the bridge from Chicopee, going to the Victory when they were dating.
How about that?
And now we have the Scouting in Action, the Girl Scouts of Central and Western Massachusetts. And
actually,
Scouting.
this is a Blessed Sacrament coming up.
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, I know they're moving very fast. Now we have Blessed Sacrament.
We did see briefly the Scouting.
Yes, briefly, yes.
Serving in the Holyoke community since 1910, but this is Blessed Sacrament coming by.
And there's Father Yui Le, and he is new to the Blessed Sacrament community. Father Gentile, who's our Citizenship Award winner, was there, I mentioned, for 20 years. And now Father Yui Le is there, and he's really doing fantastic things with the school and with the church. And so they're lucky to have him there. And BS was established in 1913, and it provides Catholic education to students preschool through 8th grade.
And you saw Mater Dolorosa go by as well. Established back in 1906, providing high-quality Catholic education to students in preschool through grade 8. As we move it along here,
and I see
Mount Tom Lodge.
Yes, and I see Mr. Eric Wood. He's the 6th grade teacher, and Father Albert, and Mater Dolorosa School is my daughter's school. So that is the school she goes to. So thank you for them marching.
Yes. As I said, this is Mount Tom Lodge of ancient, free, and accepted Masons. Mount Tom is Holyoke's local Masonic lodge. Always looking for men to join. They have a nice contingent here today.
In that car, wow. That's quite a car.
Hope for Holyoke is up next from the Gandara Center.
And Hope for Holyoke is a peer-led recovery center that offers programs for those seeking recovery from substance abuse, and they're located on Suffolk Street, and it's the 4th year that they've marched in the parade. And here coming up is Holyoke Art Pride Fest. The Holyoke Pride Committee is
there you
marching.
go.
Yep. Oh, that's great. They're gonna have lose their voices by the end of the parade, yelling in the cold. But I love it. Hope for Holyoke. That's great. It's a great cheer to have.
Hope for Holyoke. Yes, we can. That's great.
And now we have Holyoke Pride. Holyoke Art Pride Fest. You can see with all their colorful flags and their enthusiasm. I love it.
Very nice.
And now the roller derby.
Pioneer Valley Roller Derby. Not-for-profit, founded back in 2006. They have a rolling recruitment period, accept skaters of all skill levels. They say we'll teach you how to skate if you want to learn how to play roller derby, and they need skate officials as well. They practice all year long in Greenfield and in Holyoke.
That's great. I do love roller skating.
I thought they might be roller skating.
Yeah, I thought they might be roller
down
skating.
the hill here.
Me too. That might have been a little bit dangerous, I guess, but.
Like a above ground shot right there.
And there's the Valley Opportunity Council. It's their first year in the parade, the Valley Opportunity Council. And the marchers are from different departments: the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, Youth Works, Competitive Integrated Employment Services, and Gear Up program.
That's the Jericho marching unit that we just saw briefly right there.
Jericho's coming up.
There's no place like Jericho, they say.
Oh, and this float coming up. If you can see what you're seeing on your screen, that spinning is the Dorothy Hale's house in Kansas that is spinning at the top of a tornado. And their theme is "There's no place like Jericho." There's no place like home.
Sounds like a Wizard of Oz.
It is, and it is really unbelievable. They've got all the elements of the Wizard of Oz, which is great. Actually, this float won second prize in the open theme. It's the John T. Sheehan Memorial Award.
It's Glinda. So she's Glinda.
They've got Glinda on there. They've got
a Tin Man there.
They've got a Tin Man. They've got all the characters, and they have the Emerald City. On the back, they have the rainbow. On the wheels of it, you'll see they have lollipops. They've got the yellow brick road on the side, and you'll see once it goes a little bit further, you'll see they've got a witch kind of hanging off the back.
And Toto too?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see Toto yet, but they have the hot air balloon. I mean, they've got all the elements, and especially with Wicked being so popular.
Of course, yes.
With the the movie version coming out.
Yeah.
This is very timely, and when I ever saw "There's No Place Like Jericho," I thought that is a great theme.
That's cute. Really well done.
Yeah, and when you see the back of it, it's very detailed too. Jericho is the Bureau for Exceptional Children and Adults at Jericho. It's been in Holyoke for over 50 years and supports families with disabilities in having access to spiritual, educational, community, and home support.
When we first saw the guy with the wings, I was like, what is he doing? But he's one of those flying monkeys.
Flying monkeys, yes. You know what? When I first saw him, too, I only saw his head, and I thought, that's odd. But now I realize it's a flying monkey. And the scarecrow. Yep. And Dorothy. It's great.
I just thought that was some kind of strange getup. Now I realize, no, it's a flying monkey.
Oh, it's a flying monkey. Oh, they thought of every detail for this float.
Those flying monkeys always creep me out.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That showed up.
They're awful. I mean, in the original movie.
Yes. Here they're great.
Yeah,
no
and
problem.
here they're great. And we see some people dressed in costume on the float, which is great.
Oh, the Wicked Witch is hanging out of the back too. How about that?
They're waving. Hi guys. Yeah, great job. You see the witch?
Yeah.
She's got the ruby red slippers. It's great.
Well done.
And we've got Marcotte Ford, who is one of our sponsors this year. Thank you to Marcotte.
And here comes the Holyoke Gas and Electric utility vehicle.
And Holyoke Gas and Electric is very instrumental in so many things. They also sponsor our Colleen float, which is so helpful for us every year. And of course, especially this year with Jimmy Lavelle being the Grand Marshal. You can see they have a sign on the side congratulating Jim. HG&E's Forever Grand Marshal. I love it.
Now on your screen, this is the Connecticut Hurricanes Drum and Bugle Corps from Seymour, Connecticut, presented by Holyoke Medical Center. In 2023, they won Best Brass Band and are a 5-time DCA world-class champion with 50 participants. They do an excellent time. They are playing the themes from Hang 'em High and the Magnificent Seven.
Love it. Every year they do their routine with their hats and their umbrellas, and we always encourage marching units to come up with something creative. And I mean, Holyoke Medical Center knocks it out of the park every year, and they've been a sponsor forever. And we are so lucky to have this community hospital right in our city. President and CEO Spiros Hatteras. I don't know if he's marching, but we have a lot of our healthcare heroes marching today. Marching are Holyoke Medical Center, Holyoke Medical Group, Holyoke VNA Hospice Life Care, and River Valley Counseling Center. Thank you so much to Holyoke Medical Center for marching and
great job
for your sponsorship also.
No doubt. Established back in 1893 as a small community hospital, now has over 1,500 employees and a medical staff of over 325 providers, as you said. Excellent job by them.
Yeah, and if you've ever been there, they have really excellent care. And like I said, we are so lucky in a world where community hospitals are not as common anymore, that we have that right down the street.
No doubt. This is the Holyoke Pediatrics Association to Immunity and Beyond, kind of a play off the Toy Story theme.
To immunity and beyond. I love that. Marching are past and present doctors. I think everyone I know went to Holyoke Pediatrics. And my daughter goes there now. I love it. Toy Story.
Very cute.
That's great. And they've got their float.
Buzz Lightyear's right there.
Yep. Buzz Lightyear's having a good time. And they got their float with some of their some of the kids on it, which is great. And I love how they've got little Band-Aids and
there's that stretchy dog.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
I can't remember all the names of all the Toy Story characters at this point. That's great. To be Irish is a blessing. To be a Hibernian is an honor. We've got the Ancient Order of the Hibernians coming up.
The Woman of the Year, Cheryl DuPont.
Much deserved. And the AOH Man of the Year is Dan Murphy.
Hibernians were founded in America, in New York City, in 1836. 1520 in Ireland to protect the Mass, priest, and church from bigotry. Founded in Holyoke in 1880 to help Irish immigrants assimilate into the United States.
And Cheryl DuPont makes soda breads for fundraising, and she also delivers meals on a monthly basis to Homebound from Blessed Sacrament and makes sandwiches for Kate's Kitchen. She's marching with her husband Mark. And Man of the Year, Dan Murphy, he is on the float committee. He works Irish Night and the family picnic. He really exemplifies that motto of friendship, unity, and true Christian charity. He is married to Cindy Sheridan Murphy. She's marching with him. Oh, and there we see St. Patrick, and we see the presidents of the Hibernians, Joe O'Connor and Mary O'Connor, his wife.
Yeah, and let's now go down to Taylor, who's with Owen Donahue.
Yes, with Owen right now. Owen, what does it mean to be an award winner this year?
The Christian Charity Award is pretty special because I have a lot of fun marking the parade route. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, and it's just a nice community atmosphere. Do you know, I think in my 74 years, this is my favorite parade, mainly because I'm an award winner. No, I'm only kidding. I've been coming since a child, and I'm continuing to come, and God willing, even for longer.
Have fun in this parade. Congratulations.
Very nice.
And Owen is certainly well known. I bet he does know every single person. Probably people are yelling out to him all the way down the street. He is such an important community member, and he definitely deserves this award 1,000%.
Congratulations. He won the Christian Charity Award for 2025.
And here's coming up is some of the Irish step dancers.
The Shamrock Dancers Float, presented by the Ancient Order of Hibernians. They're from the Casson Academy of Irish Dance. They're dancing on the float.
Yes, and three of my friends, Lucy, Connie, and Aaron, are dancers with Casson, and they absolutely love it. And Casson is a fantastic place to take Irish step dancing. We have a few in the area, and they're all wonderful. Casson has gone to so many different events. Now coming up is Gary Rome Hyundai. Gary is marching, and he's got his dogs with him as always. And hi, Gary. And Gary is actually donating $10 per car wash for the month of March to the parade committee. So if you'd like to support us with that, please go to parade committee social media or Gary Rome's social media for details on how you can purchase a car wash to support the parade committee in our fundraising efforts. We would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, and so we go back to the Casson Academy of Irish Dance. So here they are from West Springfield. Casson partnered with the Irish Cultural Center of Western New England to organize the annual Lunasa Fesh, attracting over 400 Irish dancers from as far as Florida to participate in a regional dance competition.
And I see Lucy and Connie and Aaron, and they're marching along, and also my friend Nora. Hi, Nora. They're Connie and Aaron's mom, Nora, and Lucy's aunt is marching as well. And I mentioned them before. They love their Irish step dancing.
They're doing a great job.
And coming up, we have the Caballos de Paso, the gaited horses. And that is sponsored by, loving memory of Brian Callahan, Maura Murphy, and Heather McMahon. They had passed away several years ago, and their family always sponsors the parade in their memory, and we just miss them, and it's so great to be able to see the sign marching down the street, sponsoring every year. And the horses, I'll be in trouble if I mention my pony Chubby again, but I'm going to do it anyway. But they just remind me of my childhood. But these horses are great. They're dancing horses, essentially. And they have participated in over 500 parades and events in New England, National Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York, Springfield Puerto Rican Parade, and they've been in our parade for over 20 years.
How about invited by the late, great Jack O'Neill?
Yes, yes. It says smoothest riding horse in the world. I think it looks a little difficult to ride that, but
Very cool.
they're great. Entertaining.
Yes. That was the first division. Here comes the next division, Division C, which is led by the Massachusetts Army National Guard, the 151st Regional Support Group, also the Massachusetts Army National Guard 54th, and the 104th Fighter Wing here as well, presented by the Dowd agencies.
And yes, and that is sponsored by Dowd Insurance.
Members of the Massachusetts Army National Guard, thank you for your service.
Yes. Massachusetts Air National Guard's Fighter Wing provides 24/7 airspace control alert capabilities for the northeastern sector of the United States through the operation of F-15 Eagle Air Superiority Fighters, and they're based right here in Western Mass. The Massachusetts Army National Guard's 54th Volunteer Regiment traces its heritage back to the 54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment, one of the most storied military units of the Civil War, and it was reactivated in 2008. And it also serves as the Commonwealth's ceremonial unit. And then the Massachusetts Army National Guard's 151st Regional Support Group, which provides transportation, aviation, and intelligence capabilities at the highest level. The unit is the most recent recipient of the DCNG Commanding General's Outstanding Unit Award for their support of the 60th presidential inauguration. So very accomplished groups of people marching here, and we are very grateful for their service and for their participation in our parade.
Certainly.
You know, the kids love to see these vehicles going down the street. That's always a big hit.
Yep. So let's go back to Tralee for a second, and what a great time you had there this past week.
It was so incredible. We were so grateful to be invited by Mayor Mikey of Tralee, and having Josh Garcia, our mayor, be the Grand Marshal of that parade, and 37 members of both the parade committee and City Hall, city councilors, and some City Hall employees were able to go and support Josh, and his wife Stephanie also came, even though she had done something to one of her feet and was in a boot, and she still went and traveled and was in it. And actually coming up now is Pat Duffy, and she was with us in Ireland as well.
How about that?
And she's not coming up. She already marched, but she's sponsoring this band.
Right, that's the Great American Marching Band from East Windsor, Connecticut, presented by State Representative Patricia Duffy. They have 12 participants. They're a military veteran organization. Let's listen in.
Veterans Home at Holyoke coming by, and the new state-of-the-art home is under construction. You can see it off of 91, and it is
huge.
The most magnificent structure.
Yes.
Every time we drive by, I say, "Oh, can you believe how big it is?"
So big.
And my daughter says, Pepe says the same thing about my dad. Apparently, we both. She said, "You see it every day, and yet you still continue to yell, 'Oh my gosh, that's a giant building.'"
When it's finished, it's going to be spectacular, and it's
unbelievable, and it's so well deserved.
Absolutely.
I mean, our veterans deserve the best, and the fact that they're getting this state-of-the-art home is just so deserved.
That's right. You said the mission is to provide care with honor and dignity in the best possible healthcare environment for eligible veterans, and when that opens, that is going to be what it is. It's just amazing. Like you said, it is awe-inspiring to see it under construction.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like it around here. And it's supposed to be complete in 2028. So you can see, though, because it's so intricate what they're doing there.
You quickly saw the Westover USO van. Second year in the parade, USO centers provide programs, entertainment, and services for more than 250 USO locations worldwide, including in Afghanistan, Kuwait, Germany, and the U.S. for all service members.
It's their second year in the parade, I think, which is great. And the Civil Air Patrol coming up.
We're going to take a quick break and then much more from the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade right here on 22 News.
When it comes to the right fit, bigger isn't always better. Take insurance. A national company may offer a big name, but do they know yours? Dowd is different, providing exceptional service with a hometown touch for 125 years and counting. And today you'll find our locations throughout the Pioneer Valley, so you won't have to go far to find your perfect fit. This is John Dowd. We hope to see you soon.
Getting
Okay, welcome back to the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade right here in the city of Holyoke. This is the 82nd Airborne Association with a World War II Jeep right behind. They've been marching in the parade for 15 years. The Greater Hartford chapter is comprised of paratroopers, current and past, who are airborne qualified regardless of unit affiliation. Their members have served in combat in Asia, Europe, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and Iraq, and continue to do so in the war on global terrorism. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service.
Yes, thank you. And the American Red Cross, you see now. And the American Red Cross has marchers that represent all services the Red Cross provides the community. And it provides more than 40% of the nation's blood supply, responding to disasters, large and small, training for life-saving skills, serving as a communication link between military members and families, and so much more.
They also, you can't do it without them. You know, it's so important, the services they provide.
Yes, and this is the Worcester Sound Military Band organ, and it's presented by Mira Vista Behavioral Health Center. It's equivalent to a 70-piece concert marching band. The band organ has 600 different pipes and working antique drums, bells, cymbals, and they can perform all kinds of tunes from marches, waltzes, ragtime, from the 1800s up until present.
Wow.
It's really cool if you look at it.
Yeah.
I remember I first talked to the person who was talking to us about having it in the parade, and I remember thinking, I could not picture what this possibly could be, and it's really cool that it's able to go down the street and play anything that we want it to play, which is great.
That is very
really
cool.
different.
The kids are enjoying it as well, chiming in. And now we go to Division D, it's just Chicopee, division sponsored by Bob Peon.
And we've got our Chicopee Marshal Billy Stetson, and he's coming up as he's walking, and you can see, there he is.
There he is.
He's a well-known member of the Chicopee business community. He's a Chicopee native. He's the owner of the Rumble Seed Bar and Grill. He's owned that for 23 years, and he participates in many community activities and fundraising for sports teams. He's a member of many different nonprofit committees and organizations, and he is currently serving on the Boys and Girls Club Teen Center Building Committee. And he's also a past president of the Chicopee St. Patrick's Committee. And he's marching with his wife, Ursula.
Way to go, Billy Stetson.
That's great. And then there's some past parade marshals of Chicopee that are also marching with him. Congratulations to Billy. And here's Chicopee High School's Marching Pacers Band. They are presented by Governor Maura Healey.
Most of these student musicians do not start playing until high school. Several of them have only been playing since January, but they are playing for us today. Let's listen in.
Wow.
As you said, they are really good.
Yeah, for the fact that they have some of them have only been playing since January, being able to pick up an instrument and 3 months later be able to do that, that's pretty amazing.
Here's the Chicopee Parade Committee President, Kathy Silva. The committee celebrates 71 years as an organization, one of the largest contingents in the parade.
Yes, and then we have our Jack Woods Award winner, which is George Balakir. His daughter is a former president of the Chicopee Parade Committee also. And that was given to a founding member of the Chicopee Parade Committee and presented to a committee member who rendered extraordinary service to the community.
George has been active, a member of the St. Patrick's Committee since 2009, retired in 2019 after a distinguished career as a bank examiner. Nice to see that he's recognized.
Yes, and his wife is Kathleen, and he actually was the Chicopee Parade Marshal. And Megan, like I mentioned, she was the Parade Committee President, and she was also in the Colleen's Court in Chicopee, and she's marching with her dad.
Okay, let's go down to Taylor Knight on the street with the Atkinson Award winner.
So, Kevin, tell me what it's like to be accepting this award today.
It's an incredible honor to be the recipient of the Atkinson Award for Chicopee. It's a great thing for me to represent 3 generations of my family in court and funeral home, and of course the city that's been our family's been a part of for many generations.
Yeah, this parade, you've been a part of it for a long time. What does this parade mean to you?
It means a lot. As like so many people who I'm sure are along the parade route, in the parade, who celebrate their Irish heritage and everything. We have families still over in Ireland. My grandparents came from Ireland, things like that. It's a fantastic, fantastic honor.
Thank you, Kevin. Enjoy the parade.
Thank you very much.
Kevin Kalu he was a member of the Chicopee Committee, and I know him through that, and he is so awesome and does so much for the community, and he's walking with his wife Jessica, and she's fantastic as well and supports all of this work that he does.
Great. Now you're looking at the Chicopee Colleen float. Diana Torres and her court on Irish Fortune.
And I think we just missed going by Brady Procon. He was the Mirror Award winner. He actually had saved someone in Lake Winnipesaukee last year by jumping from a jet ski onto a rogue boat. And he deserves that award. It's presented to someone who has performed heroically. So yes, and then you said the Chicopee Colleen, and this float won first prize in Irish theme, the William C. Lunny Award, and it's got the tartan bottom with the rainbow, and we have Diana Torres and Wilmette Kumba, Megan Oxley, Emma Caproni, and Hannah O'Neill are the court. And the float's theme is Irish Fortune. Now we have Chicopee Mayor John View.
Elected in 2019, November of 2019, marching with his staff, proudly representing the city of Chicopee.
And the Chicopee City Council coming up. Several members of the Chicopee City Council, which is great to see everybody marching today.
And in the distance, you can hear the Chicopee Police Department marching unit and K-9 unit as well, with Police Chief Patrick Major. They've been marching in the parade for 25 plus years.
And it's great to see them all marching. They look like they're having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I love the hat. It's great when we get this, when law enforcement gets to have a nice day and day off, sort of, but they're still marching and they still have to be here. Thank you so much to the Chicopee Police.
Sheila, I think you're on TV here.
Oh, I think I am.
Later
What's
on.
happening? I love it. I love to be on TV.
Sim, one of our photographers, taking a shot for posterity.
I love it.
Thank you, Sim.
Sim comes to all of our events,
He does.
which is so great, and so we see him often. And luckily, he gets great shots. That's great.
Yeah.
And I think we're still seeing Chicopee Police on the screen.
Yeah, they have a large contingent.
Yes. And I think we've got Polish National Credit Union is the sponsor of Chicopee Comps High School Marching Band.
Chicopee Comps Band, under direction of Mr. Eric Blumenthal, made up of students from grades 9 through 12. The students all rehearse together throughout the week and perform at various events such as football games, basketball games, school concerts, and parades. The band very excited to be representing Chicopee Comprehensive High School at the parade. And they won Best High School Marching Band in 2023.
And it looks like they're the finalists at the Berkeley Scholastic Music Festival in 2019. Wow, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
And they're playing Shipping Up to Boston or an Irish melody. They sound really good.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The Chicopee Comprehensive Marching Band is gone, and here comes our contingent from 22 News.
All your friends are going to march by and wave to you.
Yes, they are.
Taylor and Rich.
I did that for many years before
Yes.
I was elevated to help out with the parade.
It's much warmer in here.
Yes, it is.
Although it is fun to be out there with all your colleagues, and I'm sure.
It is a lot of fun because people are so nice.
Oh, they are. And people
And-
love. I remember being a kid loving to see you guys. Probably not you because you're close to my age. But when I was a child, I remember seeing the news anchors.
John Quill and Cy Becker. And,
Oh, yes.
Great stuff.
And Cy Becker was always out and about. Everyone knew him.
Yeah.
Always interacting with the crowd on the street. And it's great to see everybody out there.
Big smiles on their faces. That's nice to see.
Yes. They're having fun.
Here's Brian Lapis, Adam Stremko, Chris Pazakis. Having a great time. Julie O'Keefe. Nice. Jack Blue right there. Looking good.
That's so fun. That's great. Thank you so much to Channel 22, WWLP, for everything you do for the parade committee, and all year long supporting us and promoting everything we do and being at every single event. It is our partnership with you is like no other, and we really appreciate that.
Well, like I said in the
Sincerely.
beginning of the newscast, the parade cast, so to speak, this is the biggest event in Western Massachusetts each year. So it's our privilege and our pleasure to actually be a part of it and be a proud sponsor of the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade.
Yes, thank you, Reg. This is the Chicopee Fire Department marching unit.
Fire Chief Daniel Stamborski. Department formed back in the mid-1800s, comprised of volunteers using a bucket brigade that is for fire suppression. Now a career department with 140 members.
Can you imagine can you imagine when it was a bucket brigade?
I can't.
Like, what would that be like?
That would not be easy.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, not be easy.
I mean, I can't even. I'm just thought of having to fill buckets and how terrifying that would
Yeah. Whenever you watch old movies, when there's a bucket brigade, it's always like at the very end they're just like, all right, forget it.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't put it out.
Ooh, look at this. This is what are we seeing here? This is an old Is this what they?
This is part of the Chicopee, fire department. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really cool. That is like, it must be an old-fashioned fire hose.
Yeah, old-fashioned after the bucket brigade.
Yes, the next step up from the bucket brigade. I don't know if I would want either one putting out my fire. And that's a really cool truck too. These things are a really big hit with the kids.
And here comes our next string band. This is the Polish American String Band, once again from Philadelphia. They won in 2023. They won the Best String Band Captain, founded in 1933. Philadelphia Mummers Parade, winner of 11 prizes and 14 second prizes. The Mummers Parade happens on New Year's Day in Philadelphia, and it's always a big-time event. Let's listen in to the Polish American String Band. That was a polka from Polish American String Band playing No Beer in Heaven. How about that?
That was great. And that band is sponsored in loving memory of Fred, Chuck, and Laura Glidden. They're the family of Dave Glidden, who was our JFK Award winner a few years ago, and grateful for his sponsorship.
You just saw the Chicopee Little League go by. A couple players there from the Chicopee Little League and the Moose Family Center. 1849, the officers' marching unit. Here comes the Moose Family Center, of course, based in Chicopee.
Oh, and there's the moose. Now, whoever gets to be in that today is very lucky. Or if it was summer, that would be a nightmare. But today, he is the most comfortable person in the parade. He or she is the most comfortable person in the parade.
We're going to take a quick break and then more from the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade.
At People's Bank, we know if you like this simple, you'll love this simple. Get pre-qualified same day, all from your phone, and apply for a mortgage 100% online. Turn scrolling into home sweet home. People's Bank, real, simple banking.
Welcome back to the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade. You might have seen some of the choppers from the Moose Family Center rolling on by right here. This is Scouting America as well, involved in many local community organizations. Scouting America, of course, along with the Moose Family Center.
And now coming up, sponsored by Donovan's Irish Pub. They were the 2024 winner of our Battle of the Bars event, and they are sponsoring this juggler and wing dancers that you're seeing right now.
There you go. Donovan's Irish Pub.
I love going to Donovan's. It's one of my favorite places to go. And now we have the Oompa Meisters, the original Oompa Meisters. They're new to the parade, and they are presented by ES Sports, and ES Sports is also the official apparel of the parade and the road race, and we thank Eric Shore and his whole team for everything they do for us every year to make our shirts and make everything run smoothly for our road race.
Nicely done, the Upameisters from Springfield, Massachusetts. And this is our next division. It's the Northampton Amherst Division, and the sponsor is Ahern Funeral Home in memory of Mike Ahern. And we'll go down to Taylor, who is live with the Northampton Parade Marshal.
I am with Brian O'Connor right now. What is it like to represent Northampton today?
It's amazing. My parents were marshals 30 years ago and following in their footsteps, and then, it's a beautiful day. Just gotta love it.
Having fun.
Always having fun.
Have a great time.
Thank you.
Brian is a member of our parade committee, and he is very active on the Holyoke St. Patrick's Committee and the Northampton Committee, and it is such a well-deserved honor. Congratulations, Brian. Looks like you're having a great march.
As they all are.
And now we have the James Brennan Award recipient, Linda Bushy. She's been an employee at Florence Bank for the past 30 years, and she's a member of the Northampton St. Patrick's Parade Committee and a longtime volunteer at the 3-County Fair.
And here comes the Worcester Kilty from Worcester, Massachusetts. 10 participants. The band was formed in 1916. Let's listen in. That was the Worcester Kilty, formed, as I said, in 1916, the first U.S. band to place first in the World Pipe Band Championship held in Scotland each year.
Wow, and that's presented by Quality Fleet Services. Thank you, Quality Fleet Services. And the next award is the William F. O'Connor Shawnee Award winner, Dana Warren of Hampshire Regional High School, and that award is given to a high school student who's dedicated to their studies and has a great sense of humor. And Dana is the great-granddaughter of the namesake of the award and the granddaughter of the 2018 Northampton Parade Marshal, William O'Riordan.
Nice. She began her Irish culture at a young age. She attended the Celtic camp at Elms College.
And we also have James Diggin Award winner Max Hartley from Northampton High School. We have the Dr. B. David Shea Heritage Award, Reagan Dunphy from Northampton High School. The Tess Collins Ambassador Award, Gloria Parker.
Looking at Molly the Irish Trolley coming by here.
Yeah, Molly the Irish Trolley, and that is
right down at the bottom of your page there, Sheila.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
A little out of order.
A little out of order, but that's
It's right at the bottom of the page.
It's used for many parades and civic groups in Northampton, and it has 4 motorcycle escorts, and that is really, really cool. It's a fully restored 1986 Chevrolet trolley. And now we have the Look Park Jeep.
There you go.
And they've been in the parade for 13 years. And it was used by the park from 1957 until 1986, and then it was restored.
Of course, I want to make an apology here. I'm so used to saying sports, so I said Celtic, but I meant to say Celtic. It's Celtic camp at Elms College, so just in case you're watching at home, yes, I apologize for my error.
Now we have the Hampshire County Sheriff's Department with Sheriff Patrick Caledonian.
We seem like you skipped a bunch of people here that we were supposed to do, but
yeah,
we'll move along.
Yeah, well, it seemed like it was very quick.
Yes.
Everyone's running by. There were a lot of award winners. I will just go back and mention Peter V. Kokut Community Service Award, Megan Sullivan. Michael and Patricia Ahern Award goes to Jay Saluzniak. and the Northampton Mayor, Jean Louise Shara, the Northampton City Council, and the Northampton St. Patrick's Association banner and St. Patrick. And we are
looking at the Hampshire County Sheriff's Department and their marching unit. As you mentioned, Sheriff Patrick Caledonian. Sheriff Caledonian is a native of County Curry in Ireland and is marching with his family members and the Hampshire County Jail and House Correction Honor Guard and the Uniform Division.
Now we're on to Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School. They've got a cruiser. They've been marching in the parade for 18 years. And then they're the oldest vocational school in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Wow.
And the oldest agricultural high school in the country. Wow. That's pretty amazing. They offer 15 agricultural and technical Chapter 74 vocational programs to their students.
Once again, you're watching the Hampshire County Sheriff's Department marching unit.
And right now, sponsored by Bank ESB, we've got the McGann Marching Band from Gardner, Mass.
A 15-piece brass band specializing in Golden Age patriotic popular marching music. Those musicians include professionals, college, and high school levels. It's their second year marching in the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade. Journey couldn't do it any better.
No, I was just going to start singing, but I'm sure all of my family and friends watching would be like, please, Sheila, do not start singing on the broadcast. But that was Don't Stop Believin'. I loved it. This is UMass Police Department. Their vehicle and their canine. Glad to have UMass participate. Someday maybe the marching band will. Never know. I think they're probably on spring break.
Yeah. Here comes the Amherst Fire Department and Chief Lindsay Strongland. And they've been in the parade for 10 years.
That's great. Always glad to see our first responders, you know, being able to be recognized. And the parade is one way that law enforcement and first responders can be really recognized and celebrated. That's one of the big things about this parade that I think is really amazing for our community.
Here comes the Hampshire County Relay for Life. See, nice sign there. No one fights alone.
I like that idea. They're very enthusiastic on there, waving to everyone. They're having a great time.
No doubt.
Coming up, we have the Union Station Express. This is Union Station in Northampton. It's their trolley, and it's the first time they've had it in the parade, I think. So I love to have the trolleys in. It's really cool to see. And there it goes by. And Union Station's group was a sponsor of the parade this year, which was great. We appreciate their sponsorship.
Very nice trolley. I don't know if you remember last year, we had a little bit of sun. We had a little bit of snow.
Yes.
We had a little bit of rain.
Sleet.
It got windy.
Hail.
And then the sun came back out again.
Yes, yes.
So today it's much nicer. It's very consistent sun.
I love it, and I bet everyone marching is going to have
I'm
a
sure.
sunburn, and they're going to love it. Vitamin D.
Exactly.
Here's the Cycling Murrays, and this is presented by Seth Myas Catering. There we go. There's the sign. Seth Myas Catering actually sponsored, donated all of the food for our sign carriers. They get a lunch afterward, and actually donated our entire sponsorship appreciation tent. If you could see the menu that our sponsors are being able to enjoy today up at People's Bank in our sponsorship appreciation tent, it is unreal. And Seth and his parents and his children are very big bicyclers, and I figured they would love that he was sponsoring the Cycling Murrays, and I hope that the Myas family is enjoying, if you're watching on TV or if you're watching in person, that you get to see the Cycling Murrays, that you were able to be instrumental in having them entertain the crowd today.
And the Cycling Murrays have been performing since 1987, have traveled all over New England and also in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland. They have participated in over 2,000 parades and festivals, entertaining people of all ages. And it started for the Cycling Murrays when Gene bought a unicycle at a yard sale. So the family comes from Rochester, Vermont. They do an excellent job. Here comes Springfield and our Springfield Parade Marshal, Kathy Tobin, one of the nicest people in the world, Kathy Tobin Martin. And we've reached, this is our division sponsor, is State Treasurer Deb Goldberg.
And congratulations to Kathy Tobin Martin.
And let's go down to Taylor, who's with Kathy now.
Yes, I have Kathy right here. How does it feel to be representing Springfield today?
This is the honor of a lifetime. Springfield's my adopted home of more than 40 years. I love everything about my Irish Catholic heritage, and I love this community.
How has it been walking today?
It's wonderful. People are friendly. The sun is out, thanks to the meteorology department. And we're just having a blast.
Thank you, Kathy. Enjoy.
Have a great rest of the day.
Good to see Kathy, of
That's
course, an
great.
award-winning journalist at WGGB and was the region's first female news director. And now she's the Springfield Parade Marshal. Way to go, Kathy.
Wow, that's fantastic. And next, we have the John and Agnes Burke Award, and that is Mary Bednar's. And I think she just went by right after Kathy. And then the Paul G. Karen Award, Diane Sullivan Karen. And Mary Bednar's is a lifelong Springfield resident. She's an active life member of the John Boyle O'Reilly Club and the member of the ICC. And Diane Sullivan Karen is a proud native of East Forest Park. She now resides in Wilbraham, and she developed Tools for Schools, a program that gave children those tools they needed to succeed. And she's involved in the Springfield St. Patrick's Committee as well.
Mary B. Troy Appreciation Award winners just went by as well. David Ella, David Stevens, Jerry Stoder, and the Putnam High School Carpentry Department. So congratulations to them. Right here on your screen is the Libertas Academy Charter School from Springfield, presented by Congressman Richard Neal. The Big Red Marching Drum Line has been entertaining crowds from Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New York. They are playing Smooth Criminal from Michael Jackson. They placed second last year in the parade for the crowd favorite category. They have a good chance to win this year.
And don't forget to vote for favorite band on wwlp.com. If you go there, you'll be able to vote for your favorite band, the People's Choice Award. So please don't forget to do that. They played at Thunderbirds, Mass Mutual Center, MGM, Festival of Lights, Festival of Trees, the Puerto Rican Parade in Springfield, so many more places. And they certainly look like they will be a crowd pleaser today.
No doubt about it. Here comes the Springfield Colleens with Aislinn Dietzig and her court. Springfield's float is dedicated to Dr. Seuss.
It's so creative. It's a combination of the Cat in the Hat, Thing 1 and Thing 2, Sam I Am's House, the Lorax. It's really creative. Aislinn is my daughter's cousin, and she is so proud. We are very proud of Aislinn and her court, Cara Pignoni, Sarah DuPont, and Chloe Sullivan. Congratulations to all of these young women and their beautiful float.
It is a beautiful float. Here come the Springfield Thunderbirds.
Boomer. There went Boomer.
Yeah.
And the Thunderbirds are a sponsor of the parade, and we're very grateful for their partnership and sponsorship. Hi, Lauren. I'm just saying hi to Lauren. We work closely with Lauren on the sponsorship, and Nate, and they are so wonderful to work with, and we really appreciate their participation and their sponsorship.
And they're making a push for the Calder Cup playoffs right now, so way to go, Thunderbirds. Good luck on that playoff run.
Mm-hmm. We have the Springfield Kilty Band, and that is sponsored by the John Boyle O'Reilly Club.
Bagpipes, more bagpipes. Good to hear.
Bagpipes.
Sure is. The John Boyle O'Reilly Club color guard and past presidents as well are about to march by. President is Thomas Scott, a family-oriented club that was founded back in 1880, has over 700 members. The club also has 2 Irish dance schools, Black Rose Academy and Claddaugh School of Irish Dance, and they have presented over 100 scholarships in the past 30 years to college-bound students.
And I think coming up also are the John Boyle O'Reilly Club's Irish Persons of the Year. And that's Matt Dooney and Katie Dooney, their father and daughter. Katie's been dancing at the club since she was 4, and now she's a teacher at the Claddaugh School of Dance. And Matt is a retired Air Force Reserve veteran, joining the club in 1990 and serving on the board. And we have the Claddaugh School of Dance Irish Step Dancers.
Not easy step dancing for 2.5 miles.
No. And they somehow are doing it and look like they're having fun.
We'll be resting later on tonight.
I know.
No doubt about that.
Look great out there. Certainly having fun. We do have also John Boyle O'Reilly Club Volunteer of the Year, Al Trombley. And he's an active member of the float committee for the last 2 years, and he's supported the club in doing all kinds of activities for them, installing an outside stage and kind of fixing anything the club needs, which is great, very helpful.
This is the Black Rose Academy of Irish Dance. Their students compete all over New England.
The Black Rose Academy is so great. They're really fantastic. Very talented. And the John Boyle O'Reilly Club float you saw go by is the Slane, or it's actually right on the screen now, Slane Castle in County Meath. That's what it was modeled after. And that's where John Boyle O'Reilly lived, off of the N51. And that, I loved it. When I saw it, I said, oh, this reminds me of Ireland, because I saw the sheep and the rolling hills. And they got a kick out of that I thought that when I saw it.
That's neat. A couple of past Grand Colleens.
They're having fun.
The Uncle Sam Brass Band from Cambridge is coming up next. They have 9 participants. The first time they're here in the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade. The Uncle Sam Jazz Band performs patriotic tunes in a Dixieland style. Let's listen in. The Uncle Sam Brass Band, accompanied by the Springfield Police Department.
Yes, I know, and sponsored by Lyle Electric. Thank you to Lyle Electric. And yes, that was definitely accompanied by the police department.
Let's go down to Taylor, who's with the Springfield Police Superintendent, Larry Akers.
Superintendent Akers, this is your first parade as superintendent. What has it been like along the parade route?
This is just fabulous. I mean, I did it for so many years on the motorcycles when I first got into the traffic bureau since 97 right up until like 2012. And now to do it in this light is just fabulous. You know, I mean, they say that this is the Irish parade, but I tell you, this isn't everyone's parade. This is just beautiful. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, look at it out here. This is great.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Akers. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much, Taylor. Good to see you.
Good point by Superintendent Akers. It isn't everyone's parade. You're right about that.
It is. It's such a great community event for anybody and everybody to enjoy and participate. And I love that it's a family event, too. That's what's so great. You can bring your kids, you can bring any age, and everyone enjoys.
Mm-hmm. So this is the Springfield Police Department with their honor guard, marching 25-plus years in the parade. And the fire department as well, with Fire Commissioner B.J. Calvey and the Springfield Fire Department Marching Unit. You're watching the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade right here on 22. We'll take a short break and then we'll be back with more parade highlights.
Since 2018, the Springfield Thunderbirds Foundation has prided itself on bettering the greater Springfield community through initiatives tied to civil service, youth enrichment, and health and wellness. To date, the T-Birds Foundation has raised over $700,000 and established a number of programs in the region, ranging from sled hockey to school stick-to readings and many more, with hundreds of player and mascot appearances in the community annually. To learn more about the T-Birds Foundation and how you can contribute, visit SpringfieldThunderbirds.com.
Welcome back to the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade. The Springfield Elks Lodge coming by right now. The Springfield Lodge of Elks, number 61, 50-plus years marching in the parade. They have approximately 50 members, and they volunteer at the Veterans Home in Holyoke and also the Veterans Cemetery in Agawam.
And their 2025 Irish Elk of the Year is Christine Sweeney LaCory. Congratulations to Christine. And coming up right now is
what you were talking about before.
Yes, is the grand prize award-winning Dr. Elmer J. Harrington Award. They won grand prize of floats this year in the parade, and their theme is Jaws. It's 50 years of Jaws because they've been in the parade for 50 years, and it's 50 years of Jaws. And it's the boat with Jaws and I don't like Jaws. It scares me. I mean, I like the float. I love the float, but the movie Jaws scares me, so I really have never watched it. But Rich has.
Oh yeah, of course, many times. Where's Chief Brody? And I could say they're going to need a bigger float, but that's line.
That was good. That was
The float looks great. So does Bruce, the shark. Everything looks good there. But
even like the smoke coming out of the float.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool coming out of the boat.
Very nicely done.
It's beautiful, and they definitely deserved grand. I mean, there were so many great floats this year. It must have been so hard to choose, but that was certainly a creative one.
Here's one parade honoring another. This is the contingent from the Springfield Puerto Rican Parade.
And we do see, I think we just saw a second ago the standout truck from People's Bank. Again, People's Bank is our biggest sponsor, and we're very grateful for them. And here is the Springfield Puerto Rican Parade participating in our parade, which is great, like we did in Tralee last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to be able to be in something else. And
the Springfield Puerto Rican Parade is a great event as well.
It is, and it's great to have them represent themselves in our parade because it's a great connection for our communities, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Hey, here come our roller skaters.
Oh.
Shamrock roller skaters.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Or four-leaf clover. Those are sponsored by Battle of the Bars Pix Pub. Pix Pub is one of our Battle of the Bars participants, and these are cool roller skating four-leaf clovers. 4 good luck charms.
It's not bad roller skating downhill, by the way.
No, I might imagine there's a few
the hill.
big hills, which they're coming up on
a little bit of a workout.
hill,
Yeah, it's a little bit of a workout.
That might be a little more difficult. Parade might slow down a little bit for a minute. They look great.
They sure do.
They've got to be tired at the end of this.
I'm sure.
These stilt walkers and wing dancers, and here we have the
Mountain View Clydesdales.
Sponsored by Roberts Energy. Thank you so much to Roberts Energy. They are a huge sponsor and very generous, and we are very grateful for their support especially this year. It was so needed, and you came through for us when we needed it. Thank you. And you're sponsoring the Clydesdales,
yes,
which we love.
A crowd favorite. Each of these horses weigh approximately 1 ton each, and they each eat around 40 to 50 pounds of hay and grain daily. They are some big old horses.
Massive. They are massive, and they're beautiful. I love to see them. You know, we can see them at the Big E, but other than that, this is the only other place to see them really around here.
Very cool.
Beautiful horses.
Yes, they are.
They're giant. Right behind them, we have JR Sweeping Services.
For a good reason.
Yep. Otherwise, I don't know if anyone would want to be marching behind them, but they are beautiful.
Yeah, JR Sweeping Services, thank you for your service.
Yes. All the succeeding marchers, thank you.
Okay, we've moved on to a new division. It's now time for West Springfield. And the division sponsor is the Irish Cultural Center of Western New England.
And the West Springfield High School Band, the Marching Terrors, is sponsored by Mayor Will Reichel.
They have 70 students, grades 9 through 12. They perform each fall for halftime shows at home games in West Springfield, and also for parades during the Big E, Veterans Day, Memorial Day parades. This April, the Terrors will be traveling to Virginia to participate in the Heritage Music Festivals for music competition and sightseeing at Colonial Williamsburg and Busch Gardens. Beautiful uniforms.
They really are beautiful uniforms, and I can't believe how big of a band this is.
Yes, another large contingent.
They're really putting on a show.
What a great way to showcase our local bands as well.
It really is.
Cool.
And encourage people, encourage kids to learn to play something because, it's great to have some kind of, even if you're not, doesn't come naturally, to be able to work on something and be artistic and maybe have a talent in a place that you never knew that you did, and have a feeling of, if you're not, I was not a sports person in high school, so I was a theater type of person and a singer, and it's great to be able to have that outlet and have the community and the teamwork from a different avenue other than sports.
Mm-hmm. Playing Shipping Up to Boston from the Dropkick Murphys.
Love that.
Here comes our West Springfield Parade Marshal, Mary Ann Flaherty.
Mary is a pillar of the West Springfield community, and she's known for her tireless dedication to a wide range of local organizations, and she's following in the footsteps of her father, Chief John Flaherty, who served as the parade marshal in 1991, her brother Bill, who was the parade marshal in 2020 for West Springfield. So that's great. What a great family tradition.
Yeah.
Of dedication.
Sure is. Congratulations, Mary Ann.
These beautiful cars coming up. I love to see the old-fashioned cars coming up. Vintage.
Yeah.
Say it, vintage cars. Maybe.
You're right. Yep.
Say it somehow. I don't know if it's old-fashioned. Vintage. Those are gorgeous.
You can see coming up towards us now is our Ray DiStefano Citizenship Award winner, Pinto Chola. And that goes to the award to a non-Irish resident of the town of West Springfield. And, in fact, he is now with Taylor Knight down on the street.
Yes, I am with P2, the Citizenship Award winner. What is it like to be accepting this award?
It was very hard. I wanted somebody else because I said I've done, but I want to do more. I'm not ready to deserve. But then the committee said, no, we got to do this for you. And I'm very humbled, actually. Coming to this country with $100 in a pocket and then growing in a business and being a part of this huge community. It's a big deal, It's like a big, big honor for me to have that.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations to Pinto as well. That's great. A great story there.
Yeah, and Pinto is the owner and founder of Pinto's Indian Palace in West Springfield, which has delicious food. And I think we just saw go by the old Mitnig Award Powers Law Group. It's for a for-profit business that's made a substantial contribution to the town or to the association. And then the Jinx Powers Award winner, Deb Hetty. And that goes to the peer, nominated by peers to honor a member who is a longstanding and active giving member of the committee, and Deb Hetty fits that role.
Congratulations to all the award winners.
And there's the West Springfield Parade Committee. Great to see them marching.
And here comes our Colleen. Ainsley Elizabeth Carney and her court, the West Springfield Colleen.
And they actually got Best Colleen Float, the Daniel E. Tierney Memorial Award. I talked to the float builders. That rainbow, Rich, is made of pool noodles. Who would think of that? I mean, it's so creative. The pipe actually smokes. It's football turf, so it feels like almost like real grass. The leprechaun, that whole float took 500 hours, man-hours, basically, to build. Can you even imagine?
That's incredible.
And the court is Keegan Kennedy, Victoria Haranda. I'm sorry. The middle school students who designed it is Keegan Kennedy and Victoria Haranda. And then the court is Kira Fitzgerald Haley and Mary Catherine Ross DeRogers and Piper Elizabeth Bajer.
Beautiful. Let's go down to Taylor, who's with the mayor of West Springfield, Will Reichelt.
I am with Mayor Reichelt right now. What does it feel like to represent West Springfield today?
It's great. You know, this is my 10th year as mayor, this 8th parade, you know, with the 2 COVIDs, but thank you. It's an honor to be out here with everyone, so I really, really enjoy it, and it's a beautiful day today. And it really shows the amount of police and fire we have come out, shows their pride in the community, too.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the parade.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Will. You can see the police department and fire departments coming on by. Once again, everyone having a great time.
Yeah. Oh, they're really having a great time. Look at them. That's great. Hi, guys. It is great to see them having fun.
Police Chief Jay Gearing and members of his police department, and the West Springfield Fire Department Chief is C.J. Bartone. Here comes the Jack Jonah Foundation. Their 4th year marching in the parade. Marching are members of the Jonah family and other volunteers. Their mission is to honor those who have passed along with their loved ones and to educate our young adults and communities regarding the opioid crisis and to support those who are fighting the fight of addiction every day. We are going to take a quick break and then more with the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade.
At People's Bank, we know if you like this simple, you'll love this simple. Using local decision-making and expertise, our business bankers do business on your terms because we know when you're busy, finding free time can be rough. People's Bank. Real, simple banking.
When it comes to the right fit, bigger isn't always better. Take insurance. A national company may offer a big name, but do they know yours? Dowd is different, providing exceptional service with a hometown touch for 125 years and counting. And today you'll find our locations throughout the Pioneer Valley, so you won't have to go far to find your perfect fit. This is John Dowd. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade. You saw the Ghostbusters go by, presented by the Valley Blue Sox. Is Stay Puft, is that his name?
Stay Puft the Marshmallow Man.
The Marshmallow
Yep,
Man.
Exactly, Stay Puft. Yeah.
Very nice.
Now, Holyoke Mall is sponsoring St. Peter's Drum Corps from Torrington, Connecticut.
They were organized back in 1930, and over the years have performed in 25 countries, 20 states, Washington, D.C., and on multiple cruise ships. Let's listen in. That's the Springfield rugby team walking by as well.
They were having a good time too. That was great. And St. Peter's is such a good band. Wow, they sound great.
They did. They sounded awesome. Here comes Agawam. Division sponsor is Millennium Press. We're just rolling right along here, Sheila.
Yes, we are. The Agawam Parade Marshal is Todd Arslanian. And Todd was born in Springfield, and he has been an auto and heavy truck mechanic worker at Century Towing Service for the past 43 years.
And Taylor's trying to corral him.
Come and talk to me.
Let's go down to Taylor Knight on the street.
Yes, I am with Todd here. I corralled you here. So you are representing Agawam today. So what is it like to be representing Agawam?
It's awesome, actually. Good feeling. Like I say, it's awesome. Like I say, I'm in the committee too, so we have a lot of fun. It's a good group of people, but I love to represent our town. You know what I mean? It's a good town to live in, so
And your family's been a part of the parade for a long time. Why is it so important to you?
For my Irish heritage, for my family and stuff like that. Like I say, all my kids are all, proud of their Irish heritage too. So, pretty much, it is. It actually really is. So, yeah, it is. So.
Thank you, Todd. Enjoy the.
Yes, thank you.
As Taylor mentioned, he's been in the parade. Actually, you've been in the for the past 43 years. Has been an auto and heavy truck mechanic working at Century Towing Service in Springfield. Way to go, and Agawam. Way to go, Todd.
And I think we had Agawam and Sullivan Award recipient Judith Christian and the Vera A. Conway Citizenship Award recipient Don DiMatteo. And Vera Conway is actually Todd Arslanian's aunt, and she was a marshal in the parade many years ago. So he's following in her footsteps.
Certainly is a family affair, she mentioned.
Mm-hmm. And we have the Agawam Colleen float.
And it's Julia Nicosia rocking with the Colleen on her Irish musical journey.
And this float won second prize for Irish theme, and it is a beautiful float. And along with her, in her court is Samantha Makis, Tegan Fulham, and Abigail Drum. And this is after a couple of years away. The Agawam has a float, and I'm so glad they won an award. They have an actual working turntable. I mean, there's a full-on record player, life size. Actually, no, giant size. And it was modeled after the artists that are in the Temple Bar in Dublin, and all the gold records on the side. You see Irish rock and roll artists, U2, Rory Gallagher, Sinead O'Connor, Shane McGowan, Bob Geldof, The Undertones, Luke Kelly. And so the idea of it is the Irish Rock and Roll Museum float.
Here comes the Agawam mayor, Chris Johnson, along with the Agawam city officials. And the Manchester Pipe Band is right behind them from Manchester, Connecticut. Presented by Holyoke Credit Union, the Manchester Pipe Band was founded back in 1914 and celebrating 110th anniversary. In 2024, the band is one of the oldest continuously active bagpipe bands in the United States. They are a 2025 inductee into the New England Music Hall of Fame.
I love hearing the pipers.
Mm-hmm.
That just says St. Patrick's Day to me.
Yeah. Playing a song called Jimmy Matheson. There's the folks from there. And the Agawam Fire Department is marching along with the Agawam Police Department. Fire Department Chief is Chief Alan Siroy. Fire Department consists of 60 men and women protecting the citizens and visitors of the town of Agawam. And the Police Department Chief is Eric Gillis. This is his 8th year marching in the parade.
Now you're seeing the Jurassic Park vehicle, which is presented by our Battle of the Bars participant, Griffin's Cafe. Thank you to Griffin's. Griffin's had a fun time yesterday at the road race. They're always a great spot to cheer on the runners, so thank you for that to Griffin's.
Here comes the Franklin County Sheriff's Office with Sheriff Lori Streeter and her marching unit. An office committed to offering evidence-based behavioral and health care to our residents, incorporating nationally recognized cutting-edge mental health and substance use treatment for incarcerated individuals.
That's a great mission.
Okay, as a matter of fact, let's go down on the street with Taylor for our next interview.
Yes, I'm with Sheriff Streeter right now. So tell me what it's like marching in this parade.
Oh my God, it's like we decided to put it together last minute. We built a float and everything like that. Our staff was so enthusiastic, so we're just like, oh, let's just go for it. So it's been awesome.
So you really prioritize substance use disorder and mental health. Tell me about that.
So that's our priority. We have 2 treatment centers in a male and female unit. We're nationally recognized for that our treatment program. So yes, we definitely do that.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you.
I love all her flair. She's got all kinds of stuff on. That's great.
Just threw this float together. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it?
It does. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And if you're not used to making floats, this is a pretty big achievement.
Very
Wow.
nicely done.
That looks great. I love the bridge. Building bridges, that's the theme. And the float showcases various initiatives that their office has implemented to foster rehabilitation and community engagement, from vocational training programs to addiction recovery services. And they really believe in second chances and the power of positive change. I love that idea.
Very nicely done. Maybe the first of many times coming in the Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade.
Oh, and the kids love to see these vehicles.
This is the American Legion Auxiliary, and this is actually our next division, which is Westfield. And the division sponsor is First and Adams Funeral Service. American Legion Post 124, color guard and cars and motorcycles, established in 1919.
Wow.
It's the 3rd largest post in the state.
They've been marching for 40 plus years. That's fantastic. Members are veterans of every conflict since the Korean War.
How about that?
And they work with the community to provide scholarships, maintaining the traditions and values of the military, which is so needed. And they assist and sponsor many community programs and events. Like I said, these are what the kids love to see going down the street.
Yeah.
You hear the sounds of it.
Yep. American Legion Post 124.
They're having a good time too. And who's coming up?
Okay, Taylor is with our Westfield Parade Marshal, Tim O'Connor. Tim and Taylor.
Yes, I have Tim O'Connor right here. Tell me what it's like to be representing Westfield and your Irish heritage.
Well, it's such an honor. So many kind people on the parade route. A shout out to the Sons of Erin and Westfield who really put this together, for the city of Westfield. But very humbled to be leading the city and very honored.
Congratulations. Have fun.
Thank you.
I know Tim personally and his wife and daughter carrying the banner as well. How about that?
That's great.
Congratulations, Tim and family.
Family event.
It's a great honor.
Now we have Westfield High School Marching Band.
Yes, we heard them at the start of our show, and we're going to hear them again right now. The Westfield High School Marching Band, presented by State Senator John Velas and State Representatives Michael Flynn and Kelly Pease.
They're sponsored by State Senator John Velas, State Representative Michael Finn, and State Representative Kelly Pease. So thank you to the three of them for sponsoring that wonderful high school band.
And musical director Pat Kennedy recently received the Massachusetts Music Educators Association's Distinguished Service Award for his 37 years of service and dedication. Congratulations, Pat.
Yes, and they received Best High School Band in last year's parade.
So here's, as Tim mentioned, the Sons of Erin. They're a contingent right here.
And their Irish Man of the Year, Jim Laverty. And he's marching with his grandchildren. And Dorothy Griffin Irish Woman of the Year is Sally Populli. And Sons of Erin Marching Unit, the president is Steve Griffin.
The Sons of Erin were founded back in 1979. The club has nearly 1,000 members and has participated in the Holyoke Parade every year since its founding. Here come the Sons of Erin Women's Auxiliary Marching Unit with President Leslie Dodge. And there's the float for Westfield. The Sons of Erin Colleen, Jillian Sierra Battles, and her corps.
And the theme of their float is Mike's Wish, and it's placed third in Irish theme, the Sean Ferreter Memorial Award. And Jillian is joined by Jaden Lynn Caban, Madison Marie Leclerc, Isabella Louise Prietti, and McKenna Catherine Clark, her court. And this float features the Doors of Dublin. It was built to honor the memory of a longtime friend to their float committee and the Sons of Erin and the city of Westfield, Mike Conroy, who passed away unexpectedly in the past year. And he was involved in building floats for over 20 years. And his wish was to one day build a float featuring the colorful Doors of Dublin, and the committee carried out his dream.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
so nice.
So nice, and it's fantastic. I'm glad it won an award.
Here comes the Westfield Police Department. Chief of Police Jerome Toniak, 20-plus years of marching in the parade, and the Westfield Fire Department is Chief Patrick Kane.
And the Westfield contingent is the Westfield Parade Committee is very active and partnered with the Sons of Erin and with the police department and fire department, and it's a great community, and we're glad to have them all in the parade. It's great to see all of them marching. They had to wait a long time in the parking lot.
Which is not easy.
No, it's not, especially on a day like this.
Yeah.
Although I feel it's even warming up in here, Rich.
Yeah, it sure is.
So I think it's probably getting better outside.
Uh-huh. Well, they look good.
Yeah, they do. And here we have coming up the Connecticut Valley Field Music from Middletown, Connecticut, presented by Page's Automotive and Fleet Services. Thank you to them for their sponsorship.
A Civil Way era fife and drum corps formed in 1988.
They play rope tension drums and wooden Healy fifes, and their uniforms are based on 1858 Army regulations and are sewn primarily by hand. Wow.
Yeah, so it's Civil War era.
Okay. Oh, not.
For those of you keeping score at home, I read the script that said way, but it's actually war.
Typo. Sorry about that. It's their first year marching in the parade. I hope they continue because they sound fabulous.
They certainly do. Here come the Westfield Starfires, the baseball team with Chris Thompson, founder and owner, and players and other team employees. It's second year marching in the parade. Of course, it's a summer collegiate baseball franchise who plays at Bullens Field in Westfield, part of the Futures Collegiate Baseball League. And the team is the namesake of the F-94 Lockheed Starfire, one of the original fighter jets located at the 104th Fighter Wing at Barnes Air National Guard Base.
It's so cool.
Actually, on my way to the parade today, I was right behind the Huntington Fire Department on the way here.
Were you really?
Yes, I was.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, you're going the same place I am.
Yep.
Chief Josh Ellinger and members of his department. Huntington Fire is a paid on-call department, proudly serving the community since 1872. They also serve Russell, Montgomery, Chester, Worthington, West Hampton, Blandford, and Southampton per mutual aid.
That's a cool.
That's the Granville Police Department with Chief Rick Rindles. Very nicely done. Let's take a quick break and then more with the 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade right here on 22 News.
At People's Bank, we know if you like this simple, you'll love this simple. Using local decision-making and expertise, our business bankers do business on your terms because we know when you're busy, finding free time can be rough. People's Bank. Real, simple banking.
You're looking at the Granville Fire Department celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And this is their next division, which is South Hadley. The division sponsor is NRB Roof Bros. South Hadley St. Patrick's Parade Committee. Welcoming them.
Thank you to NRB Roof Pros and the South Hadley Parade Committee. And the South Hadley Parade Marshal, SSG Brian Willett. He was raised in Springfield and enlisted in the Army after being inspired by his father's military service as an Army infantryman. He served in the 3rd Armored Division and 26th Yankee Division and was awarded Combat Action Badge and Purple Heart when his vehicle was struck by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan in 2010.
Wow, let's go meet the South Hadley Parade Marshal, Staff Sergeant Brian Willett with Taylor.
Yes, we are with Staff Sergeant Brian Willett. You are the Grand Marshal of the South Hadley, Parade Marshal of South Hadley. What is it like to represent South Hadley?
It's an honor to represent veterans on this scale, on this grand scale. For me, there could be no greater honor.
So you do a lot of work in the veteran community. Tell me about the work you do.
Well, our current work is fighting the administration's cuts to jobs, indiscriminate firing of VA employees and other government employees. That's what we're involved in right now. That's our main battle against this administration right now. And it's hard to explain what that is, that the loss of services at the VA that are threatened with now by our veterans. We're fighting back, and it's a good fight.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to SSG Brian Willett. Well deserved.
And I assume this is one of those giant puppets we've been talking
Yes,
talking about.
giant puppets. I love these. I was been dying to see the giant puppets. Really cool. Very different.
Nice.
And that's the baby elephant. And then this is the bird. Really something different. This is the first time we've had them in the parade.
Worth the wait right there.
Yep.
This is the South Hadley Float, Vietnam, honoring service and remembering their sacrifice. Many people who work on the South Hadley Float are veterans, and they strongly believe in honoring those who sacrificed for our country. They've been fortunate to have the American Legion Post 260 in South Hadley work with the parade committee to gather and share information for the float. And this float honors 8 soldiers from South Hadley who lost their lives during the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War.
And this float won first prize in our patriotic category, the William Buck Ford Memorial Award. Well deserved.
No doubt.
And now we have South Hadley Fire District Number 1 Marching Unit, Chief Tom Stark, and South Hadley Fire District 2 Marching Unit, Chief Ryan Moore, and members of Fire District. Great to see them marching.
Sure is.
They're having a good time. Kids hanging out the window, having a great time. I love to see that. I imagine they're having a blast.
That's good.
That's such a treat to be able to go down. I imagine they must be so excited.
We appreciate the work the South Hadley Fire Department's done. And here comes the Frelinger String Band.
Sponsored
once
by
again,
Flynn Financial.
Once again from Philadelphia, 18-time champion in the Philadelphia Mummers Parade, the most consistent top prize winner over the past 25 years in the Philadelphia Mummers Parade. They were formed back in 1915 and are one of the oldest bands in Philadelphia. Here comes the Frailinger String Band. The Frailinger String Band. Shirley just said that she wants to go to see the Mummers Parade someday on New Year's Day down in Philadelphia. I got news for you. It's cold. I used to go as a kid.
Oh, did you really
go?
go?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
go
wow.
As a kid, and then we realized it's just too cold to do that, so we watched it on TV. But it's an all-day event.
That's what I heard.
It starts like at 9 in the morning and goes to when it's dark late at night.
Wow.
The string bands are the last group. There's like a comic group. There's another group.
Oh,
then
wow.
the string bands come at the very end. It's a full day.
Wow.
On New Year's Day.
Well, I think that might be our next parade committee field trip.
I
mean, I think that we're going to have to do that. Maybe not this year. We just got back from Ireland. We need a little break. But
but they do it. They do it.
Oh,
great
that's
job.
so cool.
Yeah, full day. Get ready for
by
it.
the way. These costumes are really different.
They're spectacular.
Wow. And now the East Hampton division, my hometown.
And Taylor's ready with the East Hampton Parade Marshal, Bill Lynch.
Yes. So, Bill, you are the co-chair of the road race that happened yesterday. How was that?
Oh, my gosh, it was fantastic. We had so many runners, so many great people. I got to thank all the volunteers that make it happen. It was a beautiful day. The weather held out for us. It was awesome.
A lot of work goes into this entire weekend. Tell us about that.
Oh, man, we work tirelessly starting in January, going all through now. It'll be a relief after today's over, but everybody goes into it, and we go 24/7 almost. It's incredible.
And who do you got marching here?
This is little Billy.
You got
little guy Harrison's at home. Harrison, love you, buddy. He's a little under the weather today. Miss you. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Thank you so much, guys. Have fun.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bill Lynch is one of our most active members on the parade committee. I am so happy for him and his wife Stacy and his sons Billy and Harrison. Bill is a bundle of energy. He's the director of profitability for Stop and Shop, and he is on the East Hampton Parade Committee, and obviously because he's the marshal, but he is also a very, very active member. Like Taylor said, he is the director of operations for our road race, and this weekend, I don't know how he's done it. But he is amazing.
Congratulations, Bill. Here comes Scouting America's Troop 209 from West Hampton, Massachusetts. More of the big puppets. More of the big puppets.
The puppets, and that's in loving memory of Pierre Pete Lucas. These are, we've got a cardinal and a cat. I did see the cat.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I like that. These are really different. They're really cool.
Mm-hmm. East Hampton city officials, including Mayor Nicole LaChapelle, and city officials with the school committee, and East Hampton High School's We the People.
And I think we had the Gallagher Walker Award go by Major Andy Covington. The Shamrock Award was the East Hampton Police Association this year, which it recognizes a non-business or individual who has significantly contributed to Greater East Hampton St. Patrick's Parade Committee. So well-deserved to the East Hampton Police Association.
And speaking of that, here comes the Police Color Guard and the Police Department with Chief Dennis Scribner. They've been marching for 25 plus years. East Hampton Police Honor Guard has presented the colors before the Red Sox games at Fenway Park. And they're followed up by the East Hampton Fire Department with Fire Chief Christopher Norris. 20 plus firefighters marching in this unit.
Thank you to East Hampton Police and East Hampton Fire.
Yes, you're right about that. And here comes the Brooklyn United Drum Line from Brooklyn, New York, presented by Liberty Bank. It has about 25 members. They've been in the parade since 2022. Brooklyn United is a community-based organization that serves New York City youth that focuses on the development of youth through academic support, character development, skills building, and performance opportunities, forming a compilation of the HBCU-style drum beats.
They are such a fantastic band. The Drumline, they've performed all over, and they've performed multiple times in our parade. I think it's their third or fourth time, and they are so entertaining and so talented, and look at them go.
We're going to listen to the Brooklyn United Drumline right now. Wow, they do a great job.
Aren't they great?
They are having so much fun. This is the Windy Hill Stable Horses.
Presented by Laurel Pure. Thank you to Laurel Pure they've been an active sponsor and supporter of the parade committee for many, many, many years, and the road race. And thank you to them for their sponsorship.
You gonna mention Chubby one more time?
I was
looking at horses.
I should. It's my last opportunity to mention Chubby, my pony from childhood. He was a Shetland. He was black with a star with a white star. He used to, well, he kicked me. I have like dents in my knees from it, but he was very stubborn.
Taylor Knight's back with us now from being on the street. Just, that's the fourth time she's Chubby.
I can't help
I could hear in my ear.
The whole parade committee is going to crucify me.
We need a Chubby float next year. Maybe that's how I'll come back. I'll find the Chubby float for you.
Please do that, Rich. Can you coordinate the building of a Chubby float? Love it. Irish step dancing school, and the name of they're in Hadley, and the name of their float is Cayley Cottage. They have a marching unit too.
Good.
Yeah, they're very I love it.
Yeah.
Love to see our last Irish step dancing parade.
So how was it out there on the street, Taylor? Was it as cold as we thought it was?
I'm frozen right now, but it was fun.
I feel so bad for you because I was starting to get hot in here. I need to tell you.
Oh my goodness.
Sheila and I are sitting in a heated booth.
It is so warm in here,
so
actually.
Toasty. It's so. It was cold this morning, but it's great now. Are you totally frozen? Oh my gosh. Yes, and this is Cable Energy, another sponsor for the parade. Thank you so much to Cable Energy for your support this year. And our next.
We have the Bombix float coming up, which had been missing in action, but here it comes.
And it is sponsored by Veolia. Thank you so much for Veolia. They are a great partner. They do all of the trash pickup and everything downtown for the road race too. And this is great.
So good.
Wow. So good. Thank you, Veolia. That's a rare sight when you have an actual band on it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Worth the wait.
And here we are at
Time for the Melha Shriners. And joining us now also is Michael White with the Melha Shriners. Michael, thanks for joining us.
That's great to be here another year.
I was just going to say, the whole Shriners division is sponsored by Westfield Bank. So we thank Westfield Bank very much. Every year they've sponsored the Shriners for many, many years, and we want to thank them so much for that.
As you can see, we're starting off with Shriners Children's. This is their 100th anniversary with the facility in Springfield, recently turned into a clinic. So you've got staff out here, you've got some patient ambassadors, you have the administrator. She's got her thing there waving it. That's Frances Marthone. She's helping us celebrate that 100th year. And look at this beautiful float that they made. We've got Fezzi popping out of the birthday cake. He's ready to celebrate 100 years of being in Springfield. We are so grateful for all of the donors that help us succeed at what we do. We make children's lives so much better every day. We take care of children who may or may not have an opportunity elsewhere. They're helped regardless of their family's ability to pay or insurance status, and we have a wide variety of healthcare options that we can help them with. So if you know of a child who's looking to get some special care, bring them on down to Carew Street in Springfield.
Yeah, the great work that Shriners do, no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We have the Rainbow Girls and DeMolay Boys coming through right now. This is the youth chapters, super busy, super active. We love seeing them there. We're so grateful to see them. They're having a great time. Look at laughing, playing. This is awesome. Right behind them, we have the Daughters of the Nile. This is a ladies division of the organization. They provide all kinds of fundraising activities for the clinic in Springfield, as well as some efforts for our facility in Boston. You'll see we had a bunch of clowns out there, literally. That's one of their favorite things is to do the clowning, because it makes the children's day when they go and visit them in the clinic or the hospital. The children just love to see these clowns. The banner is being carried today by a couple of the officers of the organization, and we have their leader. Actually, there's a mascot that we're seeing. It's Twisty is their new mascot that was being carried by Mosey the Clown. That should be coming up here in a second. We've got the Ladies Oriental Shrine. It's going to be right behind them as well. These ladies units are super active, and a lot of times when people think about Shriners, they're thinking just of the guys, but we could not do this work without the support of the women who are the backbone of the organization. All the fundraising that they do, all of the support that they give to allow us to be out there on the street helping the children that we help. Mm-hmm. There's Twisty coming up right there. All the lady clowns. You can tell they're having a great time. Look at them.
They are. They're so colorful.
This is the highlight of their week right now.
My daughter's watching right there. She's loving this, I'm sure.
What a great job they do. We really appreciate all their efforts. One of their big functions you'll see on the vehicle there, that's about saving the can tabs. they do a recycling program to raise the money so that they can have fundraisers for the programs that they do for the facility.
One of the first Melha Shriner vehicles that we're seeing.
That's our Marshal. That's Jason Corey. He is our leader for the parade this year. Sometimes it can be a little difficult. You guys know what it's like running a parade. I mean, this is a large group. We need someone to keep them in control. Carrying our banner, we've got Don Carberry and Nick Gardner, a new member.
Well, established back in 1897.
Yeah, we've been around for quite a while. The Legion of Honor is following the banner, led by Commander Robert Cote, carrying the colors through the parade. And then on this float here, this is great because normally this float is towards the tail end, but this year it's something special. You're going to see one of those members is actually the highest ranked Shriner in Western Massachusetts. He is the illustrious potentate Chris Parker. But his passion, he's been on Oriental Band for probably about 20 years. So this year he gets to really focus them, so he moved them up to the front of the line this year. Actually, that's him right in the front to the right of the drum.
How about that?
#1 Shriner in Western Massachusetts, Chris Parker. His goal this year is to bring as much fun and frivolity back to the Shrine as he can. He wants to get all those guys that are out there that don't know much about the Shrine to come stop in and visit us so we can show them what a good time is. Get new members, get them involved. As you can see right behind him, here's again another bunch of clowns. Always looking for fun. Always a fan favorite, these clowns, everywhere we go.
Shriners were always my favorite as a kid.
And they book private events too. We've got people that book them for birthday parties and fundraising events and things like that. So it's,
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just have to go right onto our website and they can contact the Chief Clown. Chief Clown is
I love it.
Patches.
That's his title.
Patches. Yeah, he's the Chief
Official
Clown.
title, Chief
Yep,
Clown.
that's Dave Marischuk or Patches. Yep, he's the Chief Clown.
That is great. Patches.
He wakes up in the morning and goes, yeah, the Chief Clown again.
Chief Clown.
And, we just saw there's the clinic, a miniature version of the clinic that was built by one of our directors years ago.
Oh, wow.
Being pulled by the second vice president of the director's staff, Brian Jennings. You'll see a miniature Fezzy is on the top of that. We take that to float everywhere we can.
That's great. See, look at the kids. They love it.
You wouldn't believe the number of kids that want to come shake Fezzy's hand. Wait till it's not moving. Followed now by Vintage Auto. You're going to see a whole bunch of the guys in there, the pride and joy of their garages, coming out now in the parade to show it off. This is a new one. I haven't seen this one before, the Hummer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And you got the Melha Temple Drum Corps right there. An Oriental Band.
And now we're going to see the Highlanders coming through. I don't know if they're going to stop and do a performance or not. But this is a traditional Scottish kiltie band. They also are in high demand and get calls for private performances and perform all over the area, all over New England. They're called to be in parades. They're led by their chief, that is illustrious Sir Garth Parker, with that flowing headdress that you see in the front. Some more vehicles from Vintage Auto coming through.
I love this. Is my favorite pipe song, Scotland the Brave. Love it. I haven't heard it at all this weekend. This is the first time.
Yeah.
Yay.
Vintage Autos puts on shows throughout New England. Locally, they do a combined show over at the Moose Lodge in Chicopee. So if you're into that type of thing, you can go over and see any of their shows they do throughout the year. They love showing off their vehicles. There was a time when it was just vehicles that were aged or were antique or were unique. Now it's anything that's fun. So you'll see there's a wide variety out there. I like that green one that's coming up too. I'm not sure
it's nice.
What kind of car that is. A little bit before my time, I'm thinking. And it's nice that they're able to have the tops down today. You know, last year we had huge breezes and intermittent wet weather, but today it was chilly, but it wasn't quite as bad as it was.
We didn't have every season like we did last year.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Rich, this is your last parade. The end is coming near.
Oh. How about that?
Tell us about being in this parade, participating in it in this way.
I'll tell you, like I said, I started back in 1989 marching with so many people that actually are not here anymore. Cy Becker, John Quill, Keith Silver, long-time people with 22 News. And then, of course, so many of the people who have come and gone that were working on the air way back when. So it's definitely different. This is a different perspective to actually almost do like play-by-play for the parade instead of walking. So it really gives me you get to see the entire parade this way, which is cool. When you're marching, it's the people in front of you and people behind you. And what was nice about marching, though, is people are so nice. They're always very encouraging, shouting out, shaking hands with people, which is always fun. I like that very much. To be part of the parade like this is really cool as well. So it's been a great ride. I really appreciate being a part of it. And,
no, we're gonna miss you.
Well, I'll miss being here as well. So, but it's time for someone else to take my place.
You're like, and I'm done. You can sit on your couch
I
and
can
watch
watch,
it from home.
or
Stay warm.
Come and watch in person on a nice warm
That's
day.
true, on a warm day.
But no, it's been great, and I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun to be part of this parade for so long. I said 36 years.
Oh, half
of the parade.
Half of the
half
parade.
Of the life of the parade.
And thank you for the sash, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. He's got his last parade sash. That's what we have for. We give it to members of the parade committee. Not really members of the parade committee. I shouldn't say that. We give it to police, fire. It's their last parade. Just kind of an honor for them, people that are retiring and who have been involved. So. We thought you definitely involved in our parade for
definitely deserving.
Yes, absolutely, and a
Taylor.
huge component. You're like the voice of the parade.
Thank you, Sheila. I really appreciate it. Very nice.
These are the other things that the kids love, is these little vehicles.
So here you got some of the drift trikes, our newest group. You see them spinning around down the street, right behind the traditional three-wheel trikes. They love the sound they make. They love how these guys do the little spin outs, the little burnouts. There's our trike unit coming through. Doesn't matter what age you are, these guys just have so much fun. They love performing, they love being out here, they love showing off.
They have a good time.
all these grown-up toys that they're taking through the
Yeah. Whoa.
They're showing off for you. What's your last parade?
They really are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whew.
This was like legit when I was a kid, my favorite part of the parade.
Yeah. It's a great way to end it, right?
It is.
It's a lot of fun to see.
And it gives something for people to look forward to at the end, stick around. And
Yep.
It's amazing when we travel all around, we go to these parades, how people will wait and they'll actually say, when are the Shriners coming through?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or they'll say, where are the little cars?
Yeah, the little cars, yep.
And they know that, that I'm involved and they're like, so what car do you drive? I'm like, I do public relations. I'm the one that talks behind the scenes and I write all the copy and I do all this stuff. You don't really see me as I'm more of an ambassador. And they're like, oh, you don't drive a car? I'm like, well, not in the parade. I drive a car, but...
My favorite was always the ramps.
I'm not sure if we're going to see that coming up here. Oh, there's a peak down the road.
Oh.
Give a little heads up, I think. No, you're right. That is one of the favorites.
Are you just going to do it this year?
Have the ramp truck. I think I saw it.
Oh.
I think I saw it coming. I thought you were.
Maybe. Oh no, I didn't even.
I thought you were giving a prelude. I'm like, she's like.
I was going from memory.
Oh.
That was always what we loved.
So the ramp truck is usually the closeout of it because it is such an extensive run, and it's what keeps the attention. I mean, some of these kids that come out here just think it's amazing to see this. It's a new vehicle. We just got it in the last few years because the one we had reached its retirement age. But we were able to retrofit something else. Oh, there it is. There's a glimpse. It's coming up.
Ooh, there it is. Yep.
See it.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
You know, and it's important for everyone to know that all these vehicles are owned and maintained by the person driving them.
Really?
Yep. So this is their passion. Everything they do here, this is all volunteer work. They don't get paid for this. They don't get paid for the vehicles. They put all their time and effort and funds into doing what they do to draw attention to the fraternity and the philanthropy, because their desire is to help children in need.
And I just want to say again, thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Rich, for being a part of today and all these years too. And I want to thank again People's Bank and all of our sponsors for everything that you do for us all year long and all season long. And then just to mention again, to make sure you vote for your People's Choice for favorite band. That's always great to have an idea of what our audience is enjoying. So please make sure you vote. Go to wwlp.com. I think that's the website.
Correct. You got it.
and please vote. And then also, if you are feeling so inclined and you have loved the parade, please go to HolyokeSt.Patrick'sParade.com and support us through our March Forward appeal to continue the parade for another 72 years. There we have the ramp. There it is. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's the go-karts in the new ramp truck, yeah.
And I think I see our final sponsor coming up the road, and should be in a couple seconds. And you can see it behind the ramp, and that's PVTA. PVTA sponsors us, and they put a sign on the back of pretty much every bus in the back asking people to run Holyoke. So promoting our road race, which is great. So at any time during parade season, you drive behind one of these buses, you should see the sign.
Yeah.
That helps us to promote the road race, which had almost 6,300 runners this year.
Wow.
So it was a big one, and it was a nice day for it.
So a reciprocal thank you to you as well, because the Holyoke St. Patrick's Committee works, as we heard, 365 days a year. And the parade is always a spectacular event. You do such a great work all year long.
Thank you.
And it pays off every parade day. And you got to be pretty proud of all the people behind the scenes who helped to put this together. Pretty amazing.
Yes, it is. And congratulations to Johnny B., our parade president. He did a great job this year. He had a lot of tough curveballs thrown his way, and he just pulled everything together. He built the team, and we're all volunteers, and people don't often realize that we pay for all of the music and entertainment. So our sponsors are really, we could not do this if we did not have the sponsors, and also the partnerships we have in the community, wwlp being one of them, to promote everything that we do. We're so lucky to have so many people that really celebrate this important community event, and there we have PVTA.
Oh, that's my cue, guys.
I think that's our cue.
That's my ride. So, Rich, thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
I know I haven't been here as long as you, but for the last 10 years, we've been hanging out and doing this every year.
Well, we appreciate
I've had
it.
a great time with you. So, Taylor, again, thank you so much. I'm glad you're in the warm weather.
Yes, me too.
Thank you, Michael.
And Sheila, thank you so much for your hospitality and inviting us to be here.
Yes, we're very glad to have you.
Thank you. We'll
Thank
see
you,
you next
Michael.
year.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. And I'll tell you what, also, how about a good thank you out to what a great job the 22 News team has done to put everything on here.
Yes.
From our engineers to our photographers to our people in the sub-control with their directors, the producers, the audio people. Thank you so much. You've done a
So many
fantastic
people
job.
that you don't see.
And a special shout out to Deb Hool
Yes, I was going to say
and
that.
Mike Hool, who unfortunately could not be here today for a death in the family. Deb works on this tirelessly, and she helps put everything together. And Mike is one of the greatest photographers of all time, and we really appreciate them. We're going to be on camera right over here, girls.
Oh. Hello.
Thank you, Vinny. But they do an excellent job. Mike Hool was my first original sports intern way back when.
Wow.
And he has been so great. And Deb, along with him, they are a couple, and they've been here since the first days that I were here, way back when.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And
that's...
we've missed them so much today.
I
but
know, and Deb really does work so hard. And Brenda McGivern, I wanted to give a shout out to. She does so much to coordinate for us, and Mass Appeal. I mean, everything you guys do is just as a partner is so fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We love you, Deb and Mike.
Yes,
We
we
do.
do. And Sheila, thanks very much. A lot of fun.
Thanks, Sheila.
Great. This is great.
Yep, and so that will wrap up our broadcast here for today. Thank you so much for you watching as well. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. The 72nd Annual Holyoke St. Patrick's Parade is in the books, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Happy St. Patrick's weekend.
See ya.